Who's going to be first in the chat tonight? Let's see. Who's chatting in the chat? Is it going to be Huntsman? Is it going to be Blarge? Is it going to be somebody else? Let's see. Who's chatting in the chat tonight? And it's Huntsman. What's up, Huntsman? Can you hear me? Can you? Hunter says it's always me. Hell yeah, man. Always you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We can hear you. What's up? What's up, Huntsman? Thanks for letting me know we can hear you. Can hear me. Witherboy can hear me as well. What's up? What's up? Abby Saluti's back in the chat. What's up to you, Abby? Nice to see you again. How is everybody doing? Thanks whoever hit that button. I really appreciate that. Guys, if you're joining the room, smash the like button. Let's take this up to another level. The buddies, yo, what is up? What is up, the buddies? How are you doing? Good to see you back in the chat. And thanks for joining, everybody. I'm looking forward to another good stream. So it's Thursday night here. Thursday night in England. We've got some regulars in the ready. Huntsman is back in the room and he's fretting about yesterday, but worry not. The chat's popping off already and I love to see it, guys. Witherboy says, I'm working on Jem Morrison's. Not sure what that means. And Abby is lovely, as always, in the chat and says, hello, everyone. Nice to see you, Edward. Nice to see you, Abby. I love seeing regular, familiar faces in the chat and great to have you with us. Buddy says, how have you been? It says, how have you been? But I think it means how have you been. Buddies, I've been all right, thank you. It's a bank holiday coming up in England. We've got one in the UK. We've got one tomorrow and we've got one on Monday. So it's a 4-day weekend. And I'm super excited. Witherboy says no delay. The sound is on. There's no delay. We've got some of the crew in the chat. Guys, I've got a good feeling. And whoever's throwing up emojis in the chat, keep it up because I love seeing those come through. Huntsman says, had some dark chocolate, although it's Euroshopper one, so the amount of antioxidants might be lower. That is true, Huntsman. You get what you pay for. But you know what, with dark chocolate, a little goes a long way. So my personal preference is to go for like good quality dark chocolate, but just have 1 or 2 squares. What's up? What's up? Witherboy X says, may I have mod today? Oh, actually, you know what, guys? This is a great time to talk about mods. So Huntsman's here, Witherboy's here, everybody's here. If you were here yesterday, maybe you saw the chat because the chat got all crazy, and I want to talk about it quickly. And nothing too bad, but basically things were going crazy chat and a lot of people were getting timed out. Now, there was one person in particular that was doing the timing out. And as I say, I don't want to dwell on it because the space is all about good vibes. But that person was going crazy and Hunt's having to try and tidy that chat up. So the message for today is we're going super light timeouts. We don't want timeouts. Huntsman, message for you, my friend. Keep the timeouts to a minimum because we don't want too much timing out going on because it gets too hectic. But let me jump in and to see what everybody's saying. Oh, and Abby says, I'm not here. It sometimes gets overwhelming for me. I join whenever I can. Thank you for having me there. Well, Abby, like I say to everyone, there's never any pressure to jump in the chat or jump on the stream. But if you do feel like joining, it's good to have you. And thanks for saying hi in the chat today. Chris O'Reilly's back in the chat. What's Chris? Legend, Chris. Lovely to see you in the chat, my friend. How are you doing today? And Huntsman is saying, Chris! Love to see it. Both Chris and Huntsman have been regular viewers and chat participants, moderator extras for a little bit now. So W Huntsman, W Chris, and W everybody who's on the stream. And if I may say, guys, it would be an even bigger W if you all hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. You hit the like button, I'm going to get more people joining the room. All right, then, let me catch up with the comments. Huntsman says, I only timed a lot of people because it was the same guy that is invading timeouts for saying weird stuff and blaming for no reason on alts. Well, yeah, Huntsman, that was yesterday. Today is today. And the key message for today is we want to go really light on the timeouts. I want to see absolutely minimal timeouts. Love to everyone just hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. Big up to everybody just joining the room. We're back. We're here for another stream. Blage is in the chat and says, hey, bye. I think that's meant to say, hey. So what's up to you, Blage? Nice to see you back again. And Blage, everyone listen to Blage. Please if you're watching this right now. Let's get the stream going, guys. Let's get the vibe pumping up in here. And speaking of vibes, let me see what the chat is saying. With the boys here, it says, if no mod, that's fine. So with the boy, next time, if you don't mind me saying, we're going to bring you as a mod next time. That's not me being selfish, but yesterday was super hectic with the mods. And I want to keep it nice and chill. And speaking of chill, thanks up to everybody who's joined the space and love to everybody who just hit the like button. I really appreciate that. W to everyone. But with the boy, worry not, you've been a really nice person in the chat and you've always been super friendly. So next stream, let's get you on as a mod. Done with it, boy. So how is everyone doing? Like I say, I just said it's a 4-day weekend coming up in the UK and I'm super excited for that. So I've got Friday off, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And I need it, guys. I don't know you, but I could do with some time off. All right, the chat's going hard. Let me see what everybody's saying. Abby's talking about the NASA mission that went live last night or sometime in the early hours. First mission to the moon in 50 years. That's crazy. Eva's back in the chat and says, "Hey, what's up, Eva? Not you again." And Stephen's here saying, "Not bad, you." And maybe I missed a comment from Stephen, but either way, Stephen, great to see you here, man. How are you doing? What else is everybody saying in the chat tonight? Dislo D's here. What to you, Dislo D? I don't think I remember seeing you here before. Nice to see you in the chat. Lindsay's back here as well. What's up? What's up, Lindsay? Dislo D said, "Can you drop a song request in the chat, Dislo D? Let's see what we can make happen." And in exchange, maybe consider hitting the like button. That seems like a fair swap. Stephen Donnelly says, "All good. Done some weights, walk dog too." That sounds like a pretty productive evening, so Stephen. Love to hear it. Giuseppe says, "Lol, zero testosterone." Great contribution, zero. Great contribution, Giuseppe. Thanks for that. What else have we got in here? Dislo D says, "I'm new. I'm new. What's up to you, Dislo D?" Huntsman says, "Thank you, Huntsman, for tidying up that mean comment." W Huntsman. And W Fonseca. Is that how you say your name? Nailisha Fonseca? Well, you know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. So, Nailisha, if I've not pronounced your name terribly, hello to you. What's up? Huntsman says, "Yo, Edward, we're going to be doing some more streams since you said you had some time off." Potentially, Huntsman. Potentially. I don't want to overpromise, but let's see what happens. We're definitely doing the usual routine as normal. But let's see, my friend. Lindsay says, "Are you doing song requests?" Yes, we will do some song requests tonight. We're going to let this one play. We've got one request from Dislo up. So Panda X Gamer says, "Please say something Pakistan, big fan." Panda X Gaming, I need to know what it means because I don't want to be saying something like "I hate." So like I don't want to do that. So let me know what Jin means first. But Panda X Gamer, nice to see you in the chat. What's up to you? Master says, "I'm being held against my own will to compliment you. Good morning / afternoon, evening. I hope you have a great and will succeed in the future. May God bless you." Well, Obby Master, I hope you are freed from captivity soon. We're sending you good vibes and may you prosper in a free world. Claire says, "My life is so hard with my 2 newborns." Guys, the chat's going crazy tonight already. What's going on? With the Boy says, "Have you ever had corn with pasta? It's a good combination." No, I've not, with it, boy. I know you do get vegan corn, so I could eat some corn, but I've not had corn with pasta. Cat's Eye Lover says something, but they retrieve the message. And Stephen says, "Any reason for not doing super chats?" Great question, Stephen. Thank you for asking that. Well, the reason is I'm not eligible for super chats yet. You have a minimum of 500 subscribers and 300 hours of watch time. And as it stands at like 320 subs and like 300 something hours of watch time. So I've got about 10% of the watch time I need. The subs will be all right. I reckon between us guys hit the subs in like maybe who knows 500 subs, a few months, something like that. But in terms of like the 300-hour watch time, it's not happening just yet, Stephen. But the more everyone tunes in with me, vibes along, who knows? Maybe we can do some super chats. That'd be fun. Panda X Gamer says, "Jind mean love. I'm from Pakistan." Well, Panda X Gamer, I will say in English to you, just to be safe, love to yourself in Pakistan. Thank you for watching. Like I've said many times to the chat before, I love knowing where people are watching from. And the fact we get people watching from Pakistan or India or America or Canada or places in Africa is super cool. So big up to you, Panda X Gamer. Hunter says, "Yo, Edward, can you play Grace OSTs? I asked this another stream, but I don't know if you listen to them." Let's try that out, Huntsman. And I'm praying it's not too hectic. Let's see. So this is a request from Huntsman. We're going to put it on in the background. And guys, I need you to do me a favour while I put the tune on, because you already know I'm putting it on with the TV remote. Do me a favour, keep the chat going strong, and then I'll read all your comments and questions when I come back to it. Because my multitasking is it leaves a lot to be desired. So let me catch up on what I've been saying. He says Grace OSTs. All right then, let's have a look. I really, like I said before, really need to figure out a way to put the tunes on more quickly, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. I have a feeling that this is like music from Roblox or something to do with Roblox, but we're going to see. So, is it Oh, is that the artist, Huntsman? Let me know what tune you want. There's Action and Consequence. That's got like 700k views, so we could try that. Oh, there's Bloody Devastation. Great, so let's try that. That's a lot of views. We'll try that. And love to whoever just put another like on the stream. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Let me catch up with the chat. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Dizzler says, can you play Bink's Sake or Bink's Sake? Yes, we'll put that on next, Dizzlo D. And in exchange, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get the vibe going strong in here. Obby Masters, all right? And it's up in the chat. Liz wanted some Billie Eilish, so we can put that on. Jost is saying, good evening. What's up to you, Jost? Good evening to you. Who else is in here? Penguin says, yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, Penguin? Nice to see you back in the chat. Let me catch up. Unitedly United says, please a brilliant move. What sort of brilliant move are you hoping? Like a triple backflip, something like that? Dislo says, by the way, I subbed and liked, bro. Dislo, W to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody that takes the time to hit the like button and subscribe. We're streaming at the moment 5 days of the week. Sunday to Friday. Sunday to Thursday, we're streaming 5 days of the week. So if you like vibing, hanging out, generally just chilling on stream, you know what to do. Hit that like button. All right. Pure Vessel says, are you British? I think that's meant like British. Yes, yes, Pure Vessel. Specifically, I'm English. What's up to you? And Pure Vessel, if you want to share, where are you from? Cat's Eye Lover says, what did you do today? I work. That's what I did today. But that was then, and this is now. And tonight we are chilling. We're on stream. We've got the regulars in the chat locked in. We've got some new people here as well. And it's going to be a good stream. Kaylin Crickmore's back here and says, Kaylin says, not seen you for a while. Kaylin, I've not seen you for a while. How are you doing? Nice to see you in the stream, in the chat again. And Kaylin says, I gave you a like. W. Kaylin, thank you so much. Good to see you again, and thank you for liking the stream. Isabella Lopez says, hi. What's up to you, Isabella? Nice to see you in the chat. I need to stop saying it's nice to see you in the stream. So it sounds like I'm actually watching you, like floating in a river or something. Nice to see you all in the chat. W chat. Foxy85 says, hi. What's up, Foxy85? How are you doing? James Wright has been a real one. He had me at first and he says, love you because I've got something to say to you and I'm not going to mince words. I hope you have a wonderful life. Well, James, that's like the opposite of a troll comment where it starts nicely and then ends horribly. So W. James Wright, big up to you, my friend. Nice to see you in the chat again. And Foxy says, how do you care, Edward? So people ask me, what do I care about? And in terms of YouTube and in terms of streaming, I care about jumping on the stream, having a good time with you guys. This is a little space where we can be together. We've all got busy lives, hectic lives, stuff going on. So when we jump on stream in our free time, I want it to all be a good vibe. People hang out in the comments. We've got regulars up in here. We've got Huntsman. We've got Blage. We've got all sorts of people. Dislo D's joined the stream for the first time. What's up to you all? Let me catch up with the chat. What's the chat saying? And exactly, this is the type of thing I'm on about. So Blage, one of our awesome moderators and who comes on the stream regularly, says, everyone drop in a comment and ask anything. This is a safe space, 100%. Whether you watch first time or whether you've been here before, you know what the vibe is. Jump in the chat, say hello, and I guarantee people will welcome you. This stream is all about having a good time, literally good vibes, positive energy. And for the time that we're on stream together, I want everybody to hang out. I love hearing where people are from. So if you're out watching right now, I'd love if you want to say hey and jump in the chat and say where you're from. I want to read that out and give you a shout out. All right, catching up with some comments. Abby says, Edward, weird question, but have you ever been to 21B Baker Street? I have not, Abby. You don't know. I presume you mean Baker Street is in London, but I've never been to that location. What's going on there? Hey, Jacob's back in the chat. What's up, Jacob? Jacob, another awesome moderator. Big up to you, Jacob. Nice to see you, mate. How's it going? And Jacob's been warmly welcomed. And Dislo saying, I'm English/British. Hell yeah. Kaylin Crickmore is also British. W Kaylin, W Dislo. But guys, if you're from a different country around the world, you want to know where you're from. And it's all love. Whether you're from Pakistan, India, China, America, Canada. We get people watching from all over the world. And you're very welcome to jump in the chat and say hey. Siri Tomikoski says, hi, what's up to you, Siri? How are you? And what else have we got? Jacob saying 322 subs. Thank you for the update, Jacob. I appreciate that. Someone asked before, why no super chats? Well, the thing is, guys, I can't do super chats. When we hit 500 subs and 300 hours of watch time, then we can do super. Then we can do like community posts. We can do all sorts of fun stuff. But for now, we're chilling, we're vibing. And as always, my name's Edward. I'm streaming from England. And if you want to say hey to me in the chat, I'd love to hear from you. Danny Zagesta is back as well and says, wait, Danny, you're right on time. The stream started 15 minutes ago, but don't even worry about it. We're just getting going. Dislo says, this is so laggy for me. Well, you know what, Dislo? You're probably not the only one because my internet lags all the time. And I appreciate everybody jumping on and bear with me. I had fibre optic put in like 5-6 months ago and it's been rubbish ever since. But we're going to struggle on and one day my internet will be fixed. I'll have a desktop set up. I'll have 500 subs. We'll be chilling. We'll be super chatting. It'll all be popping off even more. But for now, guys, you know I love reading your comments. So keep chatting in the chat and I'm going to catch up some of what's been said. Neon Blocksboy says, I'm a small content creator. Me too, Neon Blocksboy. So W to yourself. And thanks for jumping in the chat. It's nice to see you. What's up in here? Blaj, I don't think I can keep up. I'm multitasking right now. Blaj, just thank you for doing what you always do. I really appreciate you welcoming people to the room. It's much appreciated. And as always, if you want to get a shot, Blaj, you know it's only a moment away. In fact, you know what? You don't even need to ask, Blaj. I'm shouting you out at regular interval. Love to see so much action in the chat. It's so fun to read your comments out, guys. Like, for real, like I've said before, when I first started streaming about 6 weeks ago, I was really lucky. It was like super dead. It was never like 0 people. It was usually like 1 or 2 or 3 people. And it was good because people were always chatty, and I've been really lucky. Like on stream, the chat's always been chatty for me, which is really appreciated because when I've got chat to read out, you've got things to hear me say, and yeah, I feel like the vibe's just a bit stronger. Full stop. So let me catch up with some comments because I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody out. Speaking of which, my India great 5030 says love from India. Well, my India great, I'm sending you big love all the way back from England. That's what I'm talking about. It's super fun to hear about where people are from. Like, I love it. I love knowing that right now we've got someone in India watching, tuning in, chilling with myself, and I feel like it's just a fun vibe. So, Mascumation says, you English brother. Yeah, I am, very much so, proudly so. And I'm sending love, Mascumation, to where you are in the world. Foxy85 says, where's the 5G at? You know what? That's a question I need to answer because this internet just ain't cutting it. Logan's back in the chat and says, yo, I haven't been on stream because I was in London the past 2 days. Well, nice to see you, Logan, and we did miss you, but at the same time, I didn't want to be like, yo, where's Logan at? Like, where the hell is this guy? But as always, it's nice to have you with us, Logan, so W to you. All right, guys, I'm going to put on a quick little bit of Kendrick Lamar, and then we're going to get back to the song request because I've been slipping, but I'm not going to lie, it's difficult to multitask. I'm holding my phone, I'm looking at the TV, I'm trying to put tunes on, and I'm trying to catch up with the chat, so I appreciate bearing with me. All right, then, speaking of chat, Foxy85 says, I liked for no other reason than you're on live. Well, you know what, Foxy? I appreciate you liking. It's always nice when someone spreads a little bit of kind energy, and you know what? Hopefully, if you're still here with us, we're going to make it worth your while. We're going to have a good stream. It's lovely to see so many regular people in the chat. Every time I jump on stream now, we've got like literally a solid 5 or 10 people. They're always hanging out, always vibing. And then on top of that, we get new faces coming in the room. So before you know it, they're turning off. People are making friends, and it's just a good time all around. So big up to yourselves if you watch now. And if you want to help me out, do me a favor and hit the like button. That helps YouTube show it to some more people. But speaking of the chat, let's get back to it. Anthophile Vibes. Shirt looks good on you, bro. Well, Anthophile, I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. Thanks for jumping in the chat with a positive comment. Big up to you. Dislo is back, still laggy. Well, Dislo, I'm going to do my very best to keep reading the comments and hopefully the lag will chill out a little bit. Lindsay says, Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, Lindsay, and thank you for bringing that warm, welcoming energy to the stream. My India Great says, Long live Britain. W My India Great, that's what's up. Jacob says, did you get the camera sorted, Edward? Jacob, thank you for the question. It's a good one. And I'm actually picking up the camera tomorrow, I believe. Either tomorrow or Saturday. I was going to get it online, like the creator combo from John Lewis, but I think I'm actually going to get it from Argos. And I live in one of those places where like you've got an Argos inside the Sainsbury's. So looking forward to showing you guys that new camera. I'll probably like initially just do a stream with my phone still and then show you the camera. But once I get it fully set up, we're going to run it through that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the quality should be better. So I'm not going to be holding my phone like this anymore. We're going to have a real live tripod. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like all my dreams, all my Christmases come true at once. That's anyway. We'll see if that happens, but either way, that's the plan. What else is in this chat? Aero Mexico Aviaciones says, name an airline, not my username. British Airways. Foxy says, Kendrick Lamar, nah, mate, no, please. I guess it's meant to be no, thank you. Chris says, can you play Black Wedding by TX2? Yes, Chris, we can. Next tune coming up is for you. And Lindsay, thank you for the reminder about the Billie Eilish tune. I knew you asked for Billie Eilish, but I'd forgotten. So I think actually, Lindsay, as you asked earlier on, Chris, I hope you don't mind bearing with. We're going to put 30th by Billie Eilish on first, and then put some Black Wedding by TX2. I haven't heard of TX2, so let's see what they sound like in a minute. And thank you, Blage. That helps so much. And Blage is in the comments saying, everyone, if you're new here, feel free to drop in some comments or just chill here. Also, drop in a like as well if you want. 100%. Thanks so much for that, Blage. That really helps because every time I'm streaming now, the chat's getting busier and busier. And when I'm keeping up with the comments and people's points of view, like I don't always have time to drop in the chat, like, oh, please, like, or to say on the stream, oh, please drop a like, or, you know, chill in the comments, whatever. So thank you, Blage. That's super helpful. Foxy says, do something funny. I'm not a comedian, Foxy. I am but a humble streamer. So hopefully you'll find it entertaining without me having to be funny. Logan says I should upload some more clips of the stream because the last one did really well. Logan, thank you so much. That is a good suggestion. And honestly, guys, I really need to sort it out because I've been doing all these streams. I've been doing 5 streams a week for like 6 weeks now. That's like 20 or 30 streams I've done. And it's like hundreds of hours at this point. It's hundreds of hours of streams. And I feel like within that stream or some of those streams, there's going to be some fun bits or some interesting bits. So W Logan for the suggestion. I'm gonna take your advice, and especially when we get this new camera up and running, got face tracker on it. So as I stand now, I'm currently filming like I'm doing the L, but I'm currently filming this on my phone, obviously vertical as you can see. And when we get the new camera up and running, I think I'm gonna do like some landscape streams because hopefully for you guys it'll be like a bit of a visual. And also I could just show you more stuff. Like I can have a bit of a backdrop. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But my point is, when we get that camera up and running, I think that'll be a great time just to clip some of those, clip some of that footage into vertical clips. So W Logan for the reminder and suggestion. All right, let me catch up. Pratt is back. Says late. Says the white. Well, Pratt, you probably left that comment about 20 minutes ago. So Pratt, if you're still here, nice to see you. And let me jump to the top of the comments quickly to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Priyanshu's back in the chat and says, buddy, what's up, Priyanshu? See you here again. Hell yeah. I was just saying before that we get people watching up from all over the world. And you are one of those people, Priyanshu, who I believe watches from a little bit away. So big up to you. Thanks for joining the stream. Abby asked me a question earlier, and as I'm sure you heard, said, have you ever been to 2221B Baker Street? Which is, as she says, it is the home of the Sherlock Holmes Museum in the Marylebone district, London. It's on my bucket list someday. Anyways, it was nice to be here. Thank you for being kind. Peace and love. Abby, maybe you've gone, maybe you're still here, but either way, thank you for sharing, and thanks so much for being here and spreading the positive energy on the stream. You're another person that jumps in the chat and is always super nice, friend, and it means a lot. So big up to you, Abby, and thanks for the recommendation about the Sherlock Holmes Museum. Never been there, but maybe it's one I'll check out someday as well. So, W Abby, and see you again. And W whoever's throwing up love hearts in the chat as well. I've seen those emojis. Feel free, guys, to absolutely spam the emojis at the side of the chat. I love seeing them come up. It's really fun. And big up to Huntsman, who's really good at that. Lindsay says, what is your country? Well, I don't have favourites, guys, but I'm from England. England's in my heart. So England I would have to say England's my favourite country. But I'm a bit biased. So if I was thinking somewhere else, Scotland is also a fantastic country. I love Scotland. But there's so many nice places in the world, guys, like near me and far around the world. I went to Thailand last year. Loved Thailand. Had a great time there. I went to Japan as well recently, and Japan was great. So W Asia, that's all I'm saying to you guys. And you know what? W world, W the globe, because there's honestly a lot of cool places. About it, right? You've got America, which has like 50 states or 50 odd states in it, and each one of those is like a country. You've got all of those countries in Central America, South America, for Africa, which has just got like dozens of countries, the size of a continent. Well, it is a continent. I meant it is a continent, but it's got dozens of countries within the continent that make it up. And then you've got Asia. I don't need to map out the world to you guys. You know what the globe looks like. But my point is, there's a lot of cool places on this planet. Pesifrone, or is that meant to be? No. Pesifrone says, OMG, hi, my name is also Ash, and I'm from Germany. Well, what's up to you? I don't know if you're talking to me, Pesifrone, or someone else, but hello to you. Matthias Signorini is back in the chat and says, I love your plant. Ed, what's up to you, Matthias? Thank you for complimenting my sweet, sweet plant. It's a Monstera plant, also known as a cheese plant. But in any case, Matthias, it's nice to see you back here with us. How are you doing? Oh, Abby says, see you again, Edward. Thank you. Love to you, Abby. Big up. Big up. Kaylin Creekmore's in Leicester. In Leicester. Nice, Kaylin. Fairing. I've actually never been to Leicester in my life. It's so crazy, guys. Like, I love the country that I'm from. I've been to a good amount of places, but I've been to like America like 5 or 6 times in my life, and yet there's like 78% of my country I've never been to, which is wild when you think about it. What else is the chat saying? Let me catch up. Let me catch up with it. I'm chatting. All right, cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, guys, if I ever miss one of your comments, the chat is popping off. So at the moment, it's difficult for me to keep up the comments. So if I don't answer something that you say, please in the chat again, and I'll get to it when I can. Now we've got a song coming up, and that I believe is 30th by Billie Eilish. Now this was requested. Was it by Eva the Diva or was it someone else? I feel like it was someone else actually. But you're gonna have to forgive me because I'm multitasking, and when I multitask, I lose track of what's happening. But we've got some Billie Eilish coming up, and with any luck, we're gonna have the right song on as well, just to really get it going good. Right, come on. And by the way, guys, like I said before, if you haven't liked this stream, do me a favour, hit the like. I'm gonna get the vibe popping off even more. Right, this is Billie Eilish, the 30th. Probably gonna have to go through a little bit of an advert, but that's all right, chat. We can sit through it. No advert. Things are looking up. Right, this is the 30th by Billie Eilish. My name is Edward, and I'm catching up with the chat. So what's being said? Pratt's question of the day is: if you expect the unexpected, isn't it expected? That's a bit of a riddle. That's almost like a riddle, a mental puzzle from Pratt this evening. Jamaica High's in the chat. What's up, Jamaica High? And Ileana is here as well. What's up to you, Ileana? Don't think I've seen you here before. How are you doing? All right, let me catch up real quick with the chat. It's all love, baby. Says Jesus, is that you? 'Tis I, my child. All right, I can't remember who. Amelia's up in the chat saying, sorry I haven't been on. What's up to you, Amelia? Nice to see you here again. I'm not going to lie. Whoever requested this song, we're taking it down on the killer vibes from Billie Eilish. But I'm not hating. All right, we're catching up with the messages. Thank you, Blage, for welcoming Ash from Germany. What's up? What's up? And Blage is not tolerating the haters. Hell no. You know what? I'm nearly up to date with the stream. This is good news, guys. Hell yeah. DWitch Star 4720 is up in the chat and says, hi. What's up, DWitch Star? How are you doing? Nice to see you in the stream. In the stream, on the stream, and in the chat. That's what I'm saying. Jamaica High says, spread good vibes. Couldn't have said it better myself, Jamaica. Love the energy. And good to see you in the chat. Zenith Quinn says, "No, Zenith Quinn, don't troll me like that." Zenith Quinn says, "Rest in peace, David Attenborough." Can't be true. I refuse to believe it. If that is true, that would be like major news. I feel like my phone would have like. So in the UK, if like the times the government does like a warning on your phone where they're like testing, just like testing for like emergencies. They did it when I was in Thailand as well. I feel like if David Attenborough was to die, that's what would happen. Like the government would have to issue an emergency notice over phone because it would be devastating. Right, let me catch the chat. Oh, hell yeah. Chris the Goat says, love from Japan, Tokyo. Chris the Goat, if you're still watching, sending love all the way back from the UK, from England, from the north of England. I was in Japan. Well, Billie Eilish is kicking up a fuss in the back. We turn her down. I was just in Tokyo about 6 weeks ago. So, Chris the Goat, if you are in Tokyo, I'm sending love back to you from England. And W Tokyo, W Japan. Ileana says, where are you from? I am from sunny old England. Specifically the north of England. And how about you, Ileana? Where are you watching from? With the Boy says, what should I remix, Edward? Ooh. Tell you what, give me like a short list. Give me like 3 tunes that you're thinking of remixing. DWitch says, I'm good. What about you? DWitch, I'm glad to hear that you're well. And I'm doing pretty good too, thanks as well. Like I was telling the chat before, we've got a 4-day weekend coming up in the UK. Friday and then one on Monday as well. So it's going to be a 4-day weekend. Super exciting. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good, thanks, DWitch. And as I said, don't think I've seen you in the chat before. So what's up to you being here? And Blage, once again, keeping it real with us. Everyone, if you're new here, don't be shy. Drop try dropping some cred, would like the stream and chill here. 100%, guys. If you are watching for the first time, the stream is all about positive vibes, hanging out, meeting new people. We've got regulars in the chat who watch from all over the world. Blaj, who just left that comment, is actually watching from Indonesia. So W Blaj, I think it's about 3 in the morning in Indonesia now. So W Blaj for being here. At the same time, I know Blaj has insomnia, so L to insomnia, but W to Blaj. And Ileana's from the UK as well. What's up to you, Ileana? Nice to have you in the chat. Thanks for sharing. And guys, if you're watching for the first time, as always, my name's Edward. The stream is all about good vibes, hanging out, meeting new people. So if you want to jump in the chat and say hey, you'll see what happens. People are going to welcome you here. And if you want to share where you're from in the world, like I say, we get people watching from all over. I'm in England. We get people from India, Pakistan, the US, Canada, all over Europe, and Middle East and Africa as well. So big up to everybody. And if you're tuning in, let's get the vibe going in here strong, guys. So let me catch up with the comments real quick. D-Witch says, wow, that's raining here where I live, so I'm chilling too. Nice, D-Witch. Well, not nice because it's raining, but chilling indoors, nice and cozy, I hope. To be honest with you, where I live in the north of England, it's always raining. It's pretty much always raining, so when it's not raining, it's a nice change. Mishra says, do you love India? Yes, W India. Never been, but I want to visit. And Hamad is back in the chat and says, hi, what's up, man? What's up, Hamad? Nice to see you again. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. And what's going on with you, Hamad? Nice to see you back here, as I say. Hudson says, yo guys, please don't be haters. Being not very nice. If anyone who has the intent to leave a very rude comment, we will time you out and you redo your thought process and fresh attitude. Smiley face. Well, like Huntsman said, keep it chill, guys. Let's keep the hate to a minimum, because the whole point of this stream is about good vibes, good energy, making new friends, meeting new people. And as I say, if you're out there and you join the stream, I stream 5 days of the week. Thank you so much to whoever just hit the like button. We're on 18 likes and we're 33 minutes in, guys. The chat's popping off and I'm feeling the energy already. So let's freaking do this, guys. All right, back to the comments. And I've missed some. Blash says, we're getting busy. Hell yeah, I should love to see it. And thanks so much to everyone that's getting busy in the chat. I love it when the chats get busy. Because as I say, guys, if you've got anything you want to say, anything you want to ask me a question, ask the chat a question. You know I love interacting and seeing what you guys are saying. Ileana says, have you ever gone to Cyprus? No, I've never been to Cyprus. I'd like to visit. Like I say, guys, there's so many places in the world that I want to visit and check out. The world's a big, wide place, and there's a lot of cool places. Like I was saying, just saw Chris's comment. He says, well, he just says, yeah, he's talking to someone else. But Chris O'Reilly, one of our watchers, one of OG mods, is from Ireland. And like I've said before, I've actually never been to Ireland, never been to Dublin or Cork or any other of the awesome places in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. So I need to do a global tour, guys. What else are the comments saying? I think Manish has asked that a few times. Manav Mishra has asked, do you love India? Yes, W India. Not visited, but we want to go, want to do a stream. And what else is up in here? Anita Gupta is here and says, hello, where are you from? What's up, Anita? I'm from little old England. And hello to you. If you want to share where you're from, I love hearing, honestly. One of my favourite parts about streaming is seeing and hearing where people are. I get to connect with people from all over the world. Balaj, one of our awesome moderators, is from Indonesia. We have people on the stream watching from India. Loads of regular viewers from America. We had like 2 or 3 people on one stream that were all from NYC, well, from New York yesterday. So if you're out there, jump in the chat, say hello, and I'd love to give you a shout out. Lucas is here and says, I'm from England too, bro. What's up to you, Lucas Boyd? Good to see another English resident up in the chat. Oh, and Obby Master's back here as well. What's up, Obby Master? I remember you from about 5 minutes ago, so it's nice to see you back. All right, we're catching up with comments. And Ronan77 is here again and says, hey, been here the whole time, just letting you know I'm here. Thanks so much, Ronan. I really appreciate it. Ronan jumped in the chat yesterday and was like, yo, I watch the stream every time. I have it on in the background, but I just normally chill quietly in the background. But Ronan, like I said to you yesterday, thank you for saying hello. It's really nice to know people are out there hanging out with us and quietly. I know some people do just like to have the stream on quietly in the background, and that's totally cool. But thanks either way for saying, hey, it's nice to see you again, Ronan. Here 420 says, oh, he didn't notice me. I've noticed you now, here 420. I'm just catching up with the comments. Ileana says, how's your favourite actor? I guess that means, who's your favourite actor? Do I have a favourite actor? I'll come back to you on that one. There's a lot of good actors out there. And Rika is in the chat. Now, her username is Nina, but I believe you go by Rika. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to make sure I always get people's name right. And B Diask is just spamming, say Aya Shamlawi. The word please goes a long way, so B Dask. I'd be happy to give you a shout out, but please do me a little favour and don't forget your please and thank you. Lucas says, do you do an instrument? Yes, I play the trumpet. And you know what, guys? When we do the desktop setup, I thought for a fun little thing to do, we could do for every 10 likes, I'll do a little fanfare on the trumpet. What do you reckon? And Ahmad is back in the chat and says, hello, what's up? What's up, Ahmad? Good to see you here. Let me catch up with some comments because I know I've missed some. And Ronan says, if you ever need another mod, I'm here for you. Thanks so much, Ronan. I really appreciate that. We've got tons of mods, and I actually want to rotate them a little bit to give a lot of people, or different people, a chance to be a mod, because so many people are really kind and want to get involved and you know, give me some support in the comment section. So I really appreciate that, Ronan. And when we rotate them, I'd love you on board for sure, because you've been a really chill guy in the chat. Now, guys, as I was saying before, if I miss any comments, it's just because the chat is moving so quickly, and I love to see it. But if I miss your comment, please don't think that I'm ignoring you. Just put it in the chat again, and I'll try and catch up. All right, I think I'm nearly there. Rome Rolio comments says chill vibes from Colombia. Well, Rome Rolio, I pray that you're still watching because I'm behind on the comments. But if you are Rome Leo, big up to you. And if you are Colombia, I'm sending chill vibes all the way back from England, thousands of miles away. Buenas tardes to you, Rome Leo. I miss you, or Rome Olio. I'm being conscious that you speak Spanish, but if you're in Colombia, I guess you know a little bit. In any case, W Rome Leo. That's what's up. All right, let me catch up with the comments. Raj Privthi. That's hard to say. I'll just call you Raj. Raj says hi. What's up to you, Raj? And if you're still watching, how are you doing? All right, wow, guys, you're doing an awesome job with the comments. I love to see so many comments popping off. And Alessandra says, you really are English. Yes, indeed. Ahmed says, how have you been? I've been looking to today's stream. Oh, Ahmad, thank you so much. That makes me genuinely happy to hear that. It makes me really feel good that people have been looking forward to coming out, hanging out, vibing with us all. And I've been all right, thank you. I was telling the chat before, it's a 4-day weekend coming up. A 4-day weekend coming to the UK. We've got a bank holiday tomorrow. So bank holiday means everyone gets a day off work. Monday, it's the same thing. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, off work. And I'm buzzing for it. But how about you, Ahmad? How's your day been? What else have we got in here? I'm catching up slowly with the comments, but we're getting there. Dexo is leaving weird messages in the comments. Huntsman, could you do me a favour? Dexo101 is leaving some kind of paramilitary support in, and we don't really want that. So we want to keep it chilling here. And if you're joining the stream for the first time, there's no massive rules, but the only rule is like during this time we want to keep it chill. We don't want to bring politics or religion into it, because wherever you're from, wherever you are, wherever you believe, this is a space where we can all just hang out and vibe together, and hopefully through doing so we can all become a little bit closer. And as always, if you want to see more, I'm streaming 5 days of the week, and we've got some awesome regulars in the chat now. We've got Huntsman, we've got Blaj doing a great job on moderation as well, and we've got tons of other regular people. So many regular people that I'm struggling to keep up with your comments, chat. But as always, if I miss any comments, just throw them down and I'm going to catch up to the bottom of the stream. All right, and Withered Boy, yes, drop your remix selection choices, and we can see what we can do. Ronan says, I had to say goodbye to a friend today. They passed away. Well, Ronan, I'm genuinely sorry to hear that. Losing someone is never easy, and especially if it's someone you're close to. So all I can do is send good vibes your way, and the chat's here for you. And you know, there's nothing I can really say to ease your pain, but hopefully you're doing all right. Ruth Connor says, thanks for seeming lovely, whoever you are. Been some. Let me catch up with this one. Ruth Connor says, thanks for seeming lovely, whoever you are. Been some crazy chats this evening, and I literally have to go out. Oh, well, Ruth Connor, thanks so much, genuinely, for taking time out of your day. Leave me a nice comment. I really, really appreciate that. It means a lot. When you're a tiny little streamer like myself, having people engage positively, show you some love, hit the like button on the stream, or subscribe for another stream, or just jump in the chat. It means a lot. So thank you, Ruth, for sharing that positive energy with. And it's nice to see you here, I think, for the first time. So W Ruth. Hussein's back in the room. What's up, Hussein? Another one of our OG mods. Lucas plays the drums. Keep it up, Lucas. That's awesome. And Alessandro says, how English are you? Answer me. Alessandro, remember, as the old expression goes, manners maketh man. So if you're going to demand things, it's probably not going to work out well for you. And thank you, Blaj. Blaj once again does not miss. Blaj says, wait, Edward Alessandro. Blaj, I just want to take this moment to say thank you so much because you've not missed yet. All right. It's Jazz, and I hope you're still here. Jazz says, hello from London. What is this channel about? Well, Jazz, the chat's been popping off, so I'm on comments. But if you're still here, hello from the north of England. This channel is about good vibes, good energy. And when you jump on stream with me, it's literally about hanging out together, meeting new people from all over the world. We've got 21 people watching the stream right now. And I know for a fact we've got people watching from all over the planet. So, Jazz, this stream is about, as I say, good energy, good vibes, and trying to make a positive little space where we can all just chill when the internet is a little bit toxic sometimes. Ethan Tully says, hi, what's up to you, Ethan Tully? See you in the chat. Oh, and Ruth Connor says, sub, kindness is king. Thank you so much, Ruth. That means a lot. And honestly, I feel like a little bit of kindness goes a long way. And like I say, the internet's got a lot of toxic stuff going on it. Hate baiting, rage baiting, hate watching, engagement farming, baiting, trolling. Like literally, we've got all these terms for all the negative stuff that goes on the internet. So during the time, if we can just hang out, vibe together, keep the energy strong, I think it's a W for everyone. Here 420 says, I have to go. Really sorry, but I'll be back soon. No worries, here 420. It's good to see you here, and we'll see you when you're back. And Jacob, thank you for the sub count as well. 326 subs. That's awesome, guys. The road to 500 continues. If you're watching right now and you're having fun and you're hanging out, I stream 5 days of the week, so do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to bring you back, and we'll get the chat going even stronger than it's going right now. Guys, I'm loving the energy in here. You guys are doing an amazing job of giving me things to read out, so big up you. And as always, if you're watching for the first time, my name's Edward. We've got people watching all over the world, so if you want to say hi, I can guarantee that if you just jump in the chat and say hello, you'll be welcomed by our awesome mods, our awesome community members. So big up to everyone who's here. W to you. And thank you, Jazz, for saying hello to the chat. That's what's up. Love it when people get chatty in the chat. Lucas has got to go. Lucas, it was nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll look forward to having you on stream again. Pratt says, is there something wrong on my end or just that Edward is missing my comments? Pratt, I'm doing my very best to keep up with you. As I say, if I miss some of your comments, chuck them in the chat again and I'm going to catch up to the bottom of the stream. You guys are doing an amazing job of keeping the chat off. Kakarani1 says, Edward, what's my name and long time no see? Kakarani1, your name is Krishna and it's nice to have you back in the chat. How are you doing? Ruth Connor says, I'll just call you Ruth from now on, Ruth. Ruth says, north of England, I'm a Manc originally. Well, Ruth, I used to live in Manchester and I don't live too far from Manchester now. So, W to the north of England, hell yeah. Let me catch up with the chat. It's Jazz says, whereabouts in North England? Yeah, too far from Manchester, so pretty near Manchester to be fair. That's my neck of the woods. Let me catch up. Ileana says, have you ever watched Spider-Man shows? Your favourite Spider-Man if you did it? Oh, you know what, guys? I've not seen all the Spider films. I've seen some of them, but it's been so long. I feel like I've not seen them all. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, that's my answer to that. I don't have a favourite. Oh, this is a tune. I don't have a favourite, but if you've got favourites, you know I want to hear what they are. So put them in the chat. And Krishna says, thanks so much for remembering. No problem at all, Krishna. Like I know you've tested me many times on that one. So from the future, don't worry about testing me. I know Kakarani is Krishna. And can I just say as well, a big shout out to everybody in the chat who's making friends with one another. It's so nice for me as a tiny little streamer to be reading the comments out, to be vibing with you guys. And then I look down and people are just jumping in the chat and making friends, being like, yo, how's your day been? What are you doing for Easter? That's super nice. So W to everybody that's bringing the energy. That's what this stream is all about. Literally a good time, positive vibes. We're coming together from all over the world. And when I see people just hanging out and being cool, it means a lot. So big up to you all. Hehe420 is back in the chat. What's up to you, Hehe420? With the Boy X gave me the options and says scroll up. Oof, I'm gonna find them again. Gonna try and find them again. I can't find them. With the Boy, literally. Yeah, okay. With the Boy, I'm trying. Okay, here we go. Brunky Darkside Empire. With the Boy, you need to give me. I don't actually know who that's. So let's. You know what? Let's go Empire. Let's just for a rogue. Just for a rogue choice. Let's go Empire. Isabella Jameson says, "Hey dear brother, praise Lord. How are you doing today?" Isabella, if that's how you say your name, I'm hoping it is. What's up to you? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Back on stream. This is the 5th day in a row, guys, that we've been streaming, and I'm streaming 5 days of the week at the moment. And it's been fun. You guys are making it fun for me. Each time the vibe comes in strong. The chat pop off. I love seeing where people are from, hearing how people are doing. So Isabella, I think it's your first time in the stream. So thanks for joining, and how are you doing? Ruth says, "You play any games? What do you do with your free time?" Well, Ruth, when I'm not working, streaming for you guys, I also enjoy working out, exercising, going for walks, getting fresh air, stuff like that, you know. Love going to different food places. I like art, music. I think rather than being someone who has like just one passion, like some people have just one passion, I'm someone who has like multiple different passions. Like there's lots of things I'm passionate about. And as for your question, do you play any games? I don't currently play any games, but if you've been watching for a little bit now, maybe the last couple of weeks, you know that I said when I hit 200 subs, I was going to do a Roblox stream. And I hit 200 subs, we're on about 320 something subs now, and I've not delivered the Roblox stream. But like I've said before, I'm a man of my word, and the Roblox stream is coming. 500 subs, if we make it to 5 subs, it's already locked in. I'm doing the house tour for you guys. I'm going to show you around my little place. But 200 subs, I still owe you a stream, so I promise you it's coming for Roblox. So Ruth, actually really game to be honest with you, but we're going to be doing a Roblox stream soon. So let me know what you think of that. Kakirani says, Krishna says, "Edward, can you put me top fans?" Krishna, I think the way to do that is you have to chat. I think it's whoever's getting most chat in the chat, like genuinely for. So yeah, what's Blaj saying? Blaj is giving me. Blaj is got my back once more. Thank you so much, Blaj. Goated Epstein says something crying face. Swiftly delete. Ruth says I'm a jack passions too, always bouncing around. Not enough life for what I wanted to do. Well, thanks for sharing, Ruth. And you know what it is? It's like I say, there's so many cool things to do. Like, because if you think, oh, I love music, okay, that's awesome. What do you love? Like singing? Do you love playing? Do you love being part of a group? Just one passion. And then if you're like, oh, I love exercise. Well, what do you love? Like climbing, walking, running, martial arts, football. Like, you know, there's so many things to get involved with, and there's only so many hours in the day. PixVox says, "What's going on?" Well, PixVox, right now we are chilling, we are streaming. My name is Edward if you're watching for the first time, and we are live and direct from England. We've got people on the stream watching from literally all over the world. So if you want to say and where you're from, we'd love to hear it. And I missed your comment where you said howdy. So howdy back to you, PixVox. How are you doing? Ahmad says, "Will you stream on Sunday?" Yes, Ahmad, I will stream on Sunday, usual time, 8 p.m. Thank you for the question. Unfortunately, there will be no IRL stream. It was going to be an IRL stream this Sunday, but unfortunately, the transport to the city, I was going to do a city walkthrough for you guys. The transport is absolutely terrible. When I say terrible, I mean it's like a replacement bus and a train, and it's like 3 hours of travel each way. So I can't quite do that weekend. But we're going to do an IRL stream. So many plans for you guys. We've got a Roblox stream coming. We're going to do a little house tour. We've got the desktop setup coming, a new camera coming. I mean, I'm buying it this weekend. So it's all going off. So love to everybody that's joining me for the journey. Every time I do a stream, it's a little bit more busy in the chat. There's more and more people joining, and it makes it super fun for me. So thank you to everybody who's making this a fun experience. And like I owe to you, if you want to say hey, jump in the chat. You'll be very welcome, and the mods will be welcome you to the space. And as always, guys, these chats are getting so busy now that I actually can't read out every comment. When I started streaming like 5-6 weeks ago, I made it a point of pride to read out every single comment because I love doing that. If you're talking to me, I want to respond to you. I want to interact with you. But the chat's going so crazy at the moment, I just can't keep up with everyone. So if you ask a question or you say something and I don't reply, I'm not being rude. I'm just catching up. So feel free in the chat again. Huntsman says, "By the way, I'm loving streaming. Also, Blaj is probably the best mod in my opinion." Huntsman, you do an amazing job, and Blaj does an amazing job as well. Do not think in any way that I'm ranking Blaj above you, anything like that. Blaj holds it down, and you hold it down. You've got your own thing, and I appreciate both. You really make it a lot of fun for me to do, and genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Blaj, and thank you, Huntsman, because you make my job easier. And same to Huntsman, same to Chris O'Reilly, same to Jacob who's watching. I know, same to everybody. Even if you're just in the background vibing along quietly, it helps. It really does. It helps me bring the energy, and I appreciate you all. All right, guys, we're getting through the comments. Ruth says, "Excited to follow your content journey." Well, thanks so much, Ruth. I've previously released like short form and long form videos, but honestly, I started streaming like 6 weeks ago, and people have asked me in the chat before, like, why did you start streaming? And the truth is, I was at Japan airport coming back from Japan after a trip to South Korea and Japan. I had like 20, 30 minutes to kill until my flight. And I thought, you know what? I've done the verification thing on YouTube. Let me just jump on live and see what happens. And I went live, eating some food, and people started interacting. Like, it wasn't like this chat, it wasn't popping off. There weren't like 8 or 20 people watching. It's been tonight, but there were a couple of people watching and people saying hi. And I really love how like real time it is. It's currently 8:53 in the UK, and you're probably seeing me say what I'm saying within a few seconds of me actually saying it. So I love how interactive it is, and I'm going to keep doing the streams, guys, because I feel like it's a fun way to connect. And yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, let me know. Like, jump in the chat and say hey. Nailisha says, "Can you speak Netherlands?" No, I cannot speak Dutch. Unfortunately, not. Krishna says, "Edward, you're the best streamer." Krishna, that's very kind of you to say. Watch out, Mr. I was like to say Mr. Beast, he's not a streamer. Watch out, Arshow Speed, I'm coming for you. I mean, fair enough. We're only on like 320 subs at the moment, but hey, we'll start the journey somewhere, gang. We've got to start the journey somewhere. All right. Wither Boy's got a bounce. Wither Boy, nice to see you as always. And Chris says, when's the next YouTube vid? Thank you for the question, Chris. As soon as I can edit it, I like a full day of eating one to share with you guys from Tokyo. I did one from South Korea, but I've got one to show you from Japan as well, and that was a lot of fun. And I had ramen for breakfast. So let me know if you're if you're watching this stream right now. If you're watching this stream right now, do you like ramen? Are you a noodle lover? Let me know in the chat because personally, I'm a huge fan. And Blige says 320 subs is 323 subs. Yeah, Blige, like, don't get me wrong, mate. I had like 133 subs a few weeks ago, so it's like it's been awesome so far, and I really, really, really appreciate the support. And you know what it is, guys. Personally, saying it, I would personally rather have 1,000 subscribers and with like a couple hundred people like loving the vibe, like always locked in, just chilling, than be one of these YouTubers who has like 100k subs and they get like 1,000 views a video. Like, no disrespect to any creator of any sort, size, getting any amount of views. But I think small and tight is a great to have a community. So big up to everybody watching. Huntsman is leaving a daily space fact in the chat and says, you know what time it is? Daily space fact. Did you know the big red spot on Jupiter is 1.3 times wider than the Earth's diameter? And the storm at its biggest size was 3 times bigger than the Earth. That's fascinating. So there's a patch on Jupiter which is 1.3 times the size of our entire planet. Thank you, Huntsman, for dropping some more interesting information in the chat. Love to hear it. And Jacob says, maybe since there's no IRL stream, there could be a Roblox stream. Jacob, that is a fair comment, a fair point. The only thing is, right, is that I need the new laptop to do it. So I'm getting the new camera ASAP. This like literally within the next day or two. But I feel like I need a new laptop because my current laptop, you know what my internet's like. If you've been here for more than a minute, you know how laggy my internet is. I don't know if my internet combined with the graphic my old laptop could handle a Roblox stream. So let's see. Music Enjoyer says, let's go. The GOAT is live. Music Enjoyer. What energy to bring to the chat. W to you. Thank you so much for hopping on the stream. Great to have you with us. How are you doing today? Awab-san. No, Abasan says, I don't know what Awab is saying, but hello, Awab. Oh, Awab is saying hello. Well, hello to you too, Awab. Thanks for joining the stream. Ruth, some love for the Daily Space Fact. Well-deserved love because it's a great. That was a particular. Huntsman, your Space Fact today was, I think, one of my favourites so far. Let me catch up really quick. Let me catch up. Doing well. Shakrul Islam. Shakrul Islam says, hey, where are you from? Shakrul, I'm from England, which is where I'm streaming from right now. Hello to you. I'm in the north. And yeah, nice to see you in the stream. How about you, Shakrul? Where are you from? Priyanshu is saying, hi, bro. How are you today? Priyanshu, I am doing pretty good, thanks. Like I said, I knew I was going to be hopping on with you guys. I was looking forward to another stream. You guys make it so enjoyable for me because every time I hop on now, there's like a great crew of little people that make it a lot of fun. And when everybody's in the chat, they're bringing the vibes. It's a good time. It really is. And it makes the stream super fun for me. So I appreciate you all. And you know what? With that being said, let's put a tune on. I'm trying to multitask, and you know I'm not very good at multitasking, but I can find a song. So let's see what YouTube. You know what? This was Blige. If you're still watching, Blaj Harjo, one of our awesome moderators. I believe, Blaj, this was a song from you the other day. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, Blaj. I enjoyed this one. All right, let's check the comments again. Kiwomi says, hi, Edward. What's up, Kiwomi? Love that energy. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you today? Nice to see you here. I don't think I recognise your name or your profile picture, so hello to you. Huntsman is giving W's to Ruth. Hell yeah. W Ruth, W Huntsman. Great space fact from Huntsman and lovely energy from Ruth as well. So big up to you both. Mr. 10 Years in the Joint says, what do you stream on? So I'm streaming from my iPhone. But like I was telling the chat before, getting a new camera. And all being well with my internet holding up. We're gonna do some proper streams, guys, with like a decent camera, with like a laptop, a desktop setup. It's all to play for. Mr. 10 Years says, the UK server. Yeah, my internet is poor, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Music Enjoyer says, have you ever travelled to another country? If you did, where? Yeah, I've been very lucky to travel to countries. I say lots of countries. There's people probably watching this now that have been to more countries than me, but I've been to like some good places. I've been to like America, Canada, Costa Rica, Thailand, Cambodia, Morocco, loads of countries in Europe. So yeah, I've been very lucky. And I don't think you asked me whether anywhere if I liked in particular, but like I say, guys, the world's a big place, and there's lots of awesome places and countries to discover. The last place I went to, apart from this year, was last year, and that was Thailand, and I had a lot of fun there. So that was super cool. And Carol Gayton is in the chat. What's up, Carol Gayton? How are you doing? Rika, thank you so much for the positive energy around the likes. Like Rika said, we're trying to hit 30 likes, guys. If we can hit 30 likes in that stream, that'll be a huge W. It's been an awesome stream so far. We've had people watching from all over the world. Like I said, India, Pakistan. Have you had people from America this evening? I know we did last night. Like I say, it's been a journey already. And I was talking about noodles a little bit, and Jacob says he likes pasta but not noodles. Interesting. I'm a lover of noodles and pasta, but that's interesting to hear, Jacob. Charlie says you're a cutie patootie. Well, Charlie, that's very nice of you to say. Ethan Tully saying, hi, what's up to you, Ethan? In fact, that was a while ago, but we're catching up on the comments. Teju is back in the chat and says, my grandmother passed away, so I was out for 3 days. Sorry, Teju. No reason to apologise whatsoever. It's nice to have you back with us, and I'm so sorry for your loss. You're doing okay, and I hope things are sort of manageable on your end. But as always, Teju, we're sending vibes your way. It's nice to have you back with us, and I'm sure the chat will be very supportive. Ileana has to go. See you later, Ileana. It was nice to have you here with us. And Mr. 10 in the joint says, man, you're so nice, Edward. Well, that, Mr. 10 Years, is very nice of you to say, genuinely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Anyone that takes the time out of their day to show a little bit of positive energy to me, whether that's a like or jumping in the chat or subscribing or anything like that, it's really, really appreciated. So thank you, Mr. 10 Years. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, and Ruth, talking about travel, says, Africa and especially Italy have my heart. Where have been your faves? Canada, huge W for Canada. Africa, I've only been to Morocco, but Africa really want to travel, guys. Like, I really want to travel more. And you know what? My kind of like low dream, don't tell my day job, but my low-key dream would be to like build up to the point where I can support myself financially to the extent where I can do what iShowSpeed did and like do like a world and just do some crazy IRL streams from places like Africa, countries like India, who knows, maybe China, like that would just be super lit. But in answer to your question, Ruth, where have been my faves? I'm not going to say like this is the only favourite. I've got Thailand. I really love Thailand. I went there last year and it's somewhere I've got to go back. So a special place to me. Ileana says, do you have good movie recommendations for a 12-year-old? Ooh, Matilda. That came to my head. I'm not saying it's the only good one, but Matilda is a good film. I'd recommend Matilda if you've not seen it. Let me catch up, guys. I think we're doing well on the stream, on the chat. And by the way, as always, huge love to everybody that's getting busy in the chat, chucking up emojis at the side, liking the stream. I love it when people get active because it brings the energy and it allows me to just go boom, boom, boom through all the comments. So love to everyone getting busy in the chat. King Kim Jong Un is here and says, "Where are you from? I'm from England, Jong. How about you? The name suggests Korea, but I couldn't be sure." And Mr. 10 Years in the Joint says, "Yes, I'm scrolling, trolling, but came here. I couldn't troll. This is my fourth defeat." Oh, Mr. 10 Years. Well, for real, I'm glad to hear that you decided not to troll because it makes it more fun for us all. So appreciate that. All right. We're doing well. We're doing well in the comments, guys. We're rolling through them. Elena Starr is back in the chat and says, "Hi, can you give me a blue name, please?" So, Elena, the blue name is when someone becomes a mod. And at the moment, a roster of mods doing a great job, but we don't have too many mods. And actually, last night was a bit hectic with the mod situation. The chat went crazy. We had to take a minute cool down because everyone was getting a little bit stressed last night. But that's tonight. That was last night. Tonight is tonight. And in answer to your question, Elena, keep going back to the stream and we will rotate the mods back through. Excuse me. What else have we got in here? Oh, Data Law says, "Love from Turkey." Data Law, right? If you're still watching, I'm sending big love all the way back to you in Turkey. Turkey's another country that I've never visited before, and I would love to. I would love to visit because I've got a couple of friends. I know some artists that live there, and Turkey. Yeah, it's an interesting place, and I'd love to visit. So if you're still watching, love back to you in Turkey. Blaj says, "Edward, what do you think of daily car facts?" You know what, Blaj? Even if I didn't have an opinion, you are such an awesome person and a great mod that I feel like daily car facts is a W. And I'm not just saying that because you're chill, but we've got Huntsman talking about space. If you've got a passion or something that you know, which is cars, I'm not very knowledgeable about cars. So if you've got a car fact that you can share every day, let's hear it, man. I'm up for it. Kids Barat is back in the chat and says, "Love from India." Kids Barat, if you're still watching, I'm sending love all the way to you from England. I'm behind on the comments because the chat is chatting up a storm, which I'll see. So if I miss your comment and don't reply to you straight away, please don't think that I'm ignoring you. I'm just getting through all the comments that the chat is popping off for me to answer. All right, guys, we're doing well. We're doing well on these. Doing well on these comments. Sonny is asking what his name is. Sonny, your name is Teju. Please don't think that I don't know your name. Kakarani, aka Krishna, asked me the same thing, but I've got it in the bank. I've got it in the bag, bro. I know what your name is. All right, guys, we're doing well. And always, like I was saying before, if I don't reply to your message, please don't think that I'm too big for my boots or think that I'm some sort of big shot. It's just because the chat's popping off and I can't answer every single question like I used to. Love to everybody keeping the chat so busy. It's super fun for me. It makes it more exciting for you because you can just hang out and be like, "Yo, what's so and so saying?" So yeah, big up to everybody getting busy in the chat. Who else is here? Who else is here? Hell yeah. Elena Starr says, 100 like target. That would be dope. You know what? We're on 65 minutes. I can stream for like another half hour tonight. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes. What do you reckon, guys? Because about 2 weeks ago, we did like 55 likes on the stream and it was crazy. And since then, like the vibes have been just as strong. If anything, we've had more people jumping on the stream. It's been super fun, but we've never got to that 50 likes again. So who knows? Let's see between us, chat, how close to that 50 or 40 like. No, let's see how close to the 50 we can get between. Let's see what we can do. And by the way, guys, if you're one of the regulars and you're welcoming people into the room, as new people jump into the space, maybe let's suggest to them, let's see how close we can get to 50 likes because a team effort would be super sick. And you know what they say? Teamwork, the dream work. And I firmly believe that. All right, back to the comments. And Blaj says, "Fill me in on what happened last night." Now, Blaj, it looks like Huntsman has already filled you in, so that's awesome. So I will go back to reference. And Sahil Bai says, "Bro," smiley in love. Sahil, if you're still watching, I'm sending a big hello to you. Nice to see you in the chat. I don't think I've seen you here before. Ruth says, "Some people go mad the power of mod." Ruth, I could not have put it better myself. Some people go a little bit mod crazy. They get the blue badge, they get the mod situation, and they go crazy. And to be honest with you, that's what we don't want. We want to keep it super chill in here. We want everybody to be welcome. See, guys, we want timeouts to be a last port of call. I don't want people jumping in the room and feeling like they're going to get timed out for no reason. We want it to be chill. We want it to be nice. So minimal timeouts. Mr. 10 Years in the Joint says, "Edward, how do you have so much positivity?" You know what? I'm glad you asked that question, and I've been asked it before, Mr. 10 Years in the Joint. The truth is, and like the real truth with you guys is that I struggle with a lot of negative emotion, a lot of negative thoughts, struggle with depression. And when I jump on stream, that's my opportunity for like the hour and a half that we're on stream together, for me to put myself in a positive place. I put positive energy out, and you guys give me that positive energy back, and it helps me, and it means a lot. And that's why I try and be positive. It's not just to be like fake it, because life's hard, a lot of bad stuff happens, but that's why I want to be positive on the stream, because for the time that we've got together, we can forget about the other stuff going on in the world, and it's just good vibes. So, Mr. 10 Years in the Joint, thanks for the question, and I hope that answers what you were asking. Hard is saying, what time is it in England? In Pakistan, it's 1 a.m. Thank you for sharing. It is 9:09 in the evening, so just after 9 p.m. So Pakistan 4 hours ahead. Interesting. Quick love and W to whoever just hit the like button. 30 likes. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I've got a good feeling we might get up towards that 50 likes. I swear down. Like, we're on 30 already. We might finish somewhere near that 50 if we can keep telling us they enter the room. So big up to everybody that's liked the stream. I really, really appreciate it. All right, catching up with the comments. And Rivvik says, hey, good. And Elena Star is also in England. Love to hear it, Elena. All right. H Town just says I, and then it says G. And speaking of IG, if you want to connect with me, guys, on Instagram, my username is EdwardCares_. Huntsman says, also, Edward, thanks for the day you gave me mod 17 streams ago, and I appreciate the opportunity of being full-time, and also I'm glad I can help the community of your channel in streams. Huntsman, that is why I never doubt your modding abilities, your modding prowess one bit, because you've been an absolute OG. Like I've said before, mate, what you've done for me on the streams as a chief moderator has been nothing short of amazing, and I'm really deeply grateful for your help. Says, I think it's just me, but it's freezing up a lot. Well, Blaj, if anything, it's probably my internet, so hopefully it's unfreezing for you. Elena says, are you going to do mods today? So we've already got some mods on the stream right now, Elena. And like saying, we don't have too many mods, because too many mods, it gets messy in the chat. McKillen94 says, I'm in the middle of a math due tomorrow. Well, McKillen, it's lovely to see you here. Don't forget to hit subscribe. But if you go and study for your maths test, we won't hold it against you. And it's see you in the chat. Ruth says, I struggle with mental health too, and severe health issues that hit me at 31 3 years ago. So I love just being able to chat on a bad day. So thanks all, 100%, Ruth, and thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you opening up like that. Like I say, the whole point of these streams is for it to be a chill space, and that's in a way why I don't want it to be like political or bring religion into it, because it's not that I want people to feel restricted in who they are and what they can share. It's more I just want it to be this space which is just all about vibes, and we can be white or black or Christian or non-religious or whatever, but the key theme that runs through everything is just like being there for one another, chill vibe, being kind, and just trying to be sound, basically. So Ruth, I'm wishing you well. And genuinely, I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, so thank you for jumping in and bringing lovely, kind energy straight away. Chris says, I would say thank you for putting me as a mod a few streams ago, and hopefully me, Huntsman, Dan, and Jacob can stay as mods. Like I say, guys, there's some mods that I want to rotate, because I feel like there's some that are here sometimes that aren't here sometimes, which is totally valid and okay. And then there's some people like hold it down and are here all the time, and do me a lot of favors, and I don't want to take you guys from being mods to not mods, because you're killing it. You're doing some job. So Chris, thank you for being an awesome mod, and it's great to have yourself and Huntsman and Blage and Jacob doing great mod things. So I appreciate you. Like I was saying on stream and like last night and the night before, I think soon we're going to do a disc, because Huntsman has very kindly offered to be to help with that, and Blage, I know you said you'd be willing to give a little bit of help with that as well. And my hope is, guys, is that when I'm not streaming, that can be a space where everyone again can hang out, have different channels. Where if you've got a passion, for example, someone is really into astronomy, Blage I think is pretty clued up about cars and stuff like that. So have total random little channels, as well as like the main chat about what we've got going on and what the channel's doing. We can all have these little random channels. So if you've got particular interests, that can be a space for you to have your passions as well. All right, getting back to the comments. Rika says, small steps. First, let's get to 35, 100%. I've seen 32 likes, and love and a big shout out to everybody who's hit the like button so far. If we can get to 35, that'd be super cool, and then let's see what happens. Mojojo Joe says, where the white women are. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask. I'm not sure. There's a question mark, so you're not saying Edward is where the white women are at. I'm not sure what you're asking, Majo Jojo. Mr. 10 years in the joint says, I don't want to be a mod, I want to be a member of this channel. Ask YouTube for the partnership. Well, Mr. 10 years in the joint, even you taking the time to write out a supportive message like that means, and I think in order to get to that point, I've got to like get 500 subs and 300 hours of watch time. And at the moment, I've got like 320 something subs, and I've got about 300 hours watch time. But we're cranking out the lives at the moment. We're doing like 5 live streams a week, and maybe within another like 6 or 10 months, and maybe I'll hit that 500 subs and 3,000 hours of watch time is a lot of watch time, like for real. Like the subs, I feel like together between us, we can do 500 subs, but 3,000 hours of watch time in the last 365 days. It's a lot of watch time, guys, but who knows what will happen. And I look forward to just taking it to the next stage of the journey. And I was saying to someone before, I've only been streaming 6 weeks. So if you're here with me for the next few months, the next 6 months, whatever, it's going to look like an even more lively place in here. So if you're here now, I appreciate you being here, and W to you all. Elena says 50 like target. Hell yeah, guys. If we can do like, listen, we're nearly at 35 likes. Absolutely amazing. So W to everyone who's in the chat. And thank you for everybody bearing with me if I comments, because sometimes the chat pops off too much and I can't read every single comment like I used to anymore. But I'm going to do my very best. All right. I Love Yunche is, and who I believe is, no, I Love Yunche says, do you know the amazing digital service? Also, you said the last time I was on your live, I could be mod, so can I be mod? Hopefully someone is answering that for me. If Huntsman, if you could, or if Huntsman or Blanche could answer about the mod thing, I'd be really grateful because I need to catch up about the chats. But Mr. Tennyson in the joint says, do you put eye drops? Your eyes is red. I actually have blepharitis, so I've got like naturally dry eyes, and in my job during the day, I stare at screens for a lot, and staring at screens makes your eyes drier. And guess what I'm doing right now, chat? Staring at the screen for you guys. So unfortunately, my eyes do go red, but I need to get my eye drops back on the scene. But we'll keep doing that. And I Love Yuncha says, do you know the Amazing Digital Circus? I do not know the Amazing Digital Circus. We will we'll put some on in a second. All right. Let me catch up. Sophie Fee says, are you saying that you are Jesus? I am not saying that I'm Jesus. Definitely not. Thank you so much, Rika, for keeping the energy popping off in that. I love to see it. And Rika said 35 almost achieved. With your help, guys, we've hit 35 likes, which is absolutely amazing. So big up to everybody that's taking the time to like stream. And Jazz is back in the chat. What's up to you, Jazz? I always mention you to the chat, usually when you're not here, because like early on in the conversation, I'm like, yo, we've got people watching all over the world, from my country, from India, Pakistan, Canada, and that's when I think of you. So big up to you, Jazz. Thanks for joining the stream, and I hope you've got me on in the background as you're driving again. Hunter says, yo, Edward, I hope you hit 100k subs within the next 2 years. You truly deserve it. Also, I'm having a caramel right now, and I'm hyper about it. I love them. Also, a cherry Pepsi. Max, sorry for the caps. Huntsman got so excited by the Pepsi Max and the caramel latte that he turned the caps locks on. That is a potent combination, Huntsman. A cherry Pepsi Max and a caramel latte. You're a brave fellow having caffeine at 9:17 at night, so I hope you get some sleep in. But yeah, thanks for sharing. Huntsman. And as always, I appreciate you wishing me well. And like I was saying before, guys, it doesn't need to be huge numbers. It's more like I want the community to be strong. I'd be happy if I had 1,000 subs, but imagine if we had 1,000 subs, but there's 100 people watching every stream. That'd be sick. And that's what I'm about. I want like the dialed in community, everybody vibing, everybody knowing one another well. I don't want it to just be like the Edward show. I want Blage to be hanging out in the chat with Chris, who's hanging out with Huntsman, who's hanging out with Ruth. Like that's when it's fun. Vex72, if you're still here, you say hi. What's up to you, Vex72? I'm catching up with messages. If I'm missing anybody's comment, I apologise. Mr. 10 Years says, did you stop wearing glasses? No, Mr. 10 Years. We've got the light here right now for you. But sometimes if I'm like looking at my phone screen, it helps to like have them for a little bit. What else have we got? Jazz says, love stopping in. I'm just driving around towing vehicles in the background, lol. That's awesome. That's so fun to, like I've said before, Jazz, I love the idea that like you're thousands of miles away, towing some vehicles, and my little voice is cranking out your phones. That's fun. Thanks for sharing. Ardita Mustafa says hi. In fact, Ardita Mustafa says hi. What's up, Ardita? Love the energy. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing this evening? And Lily Adams says, I'm 15, give a positive message. Lily Adam, if you are 15, you've got the world at your feet. Anything is possible. Work hard at school or study hard at college or work hard at your first job, whatever you do. Get your best shot. And remember, when you're young, you can set the foundations of what your life is going to become. So, Lily, you're in a great position. Enjoy life, work hard, and just give it your all. All right, let me catch up with some of these comments. Ruth Connor has been inspired to make a pistachio latte by Huntsman. Very good. All right, guys. Chris has already left the chat, but Chris, if you're still watching, big up to you, my friend. Always nice to see you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Ruth says, I have blepharitis too. I think like half the people do. Yeah, you know what, Ruth? I feel it's one of those things which is probably on the rise since like the dawn of smartphones. Like, everyone uses smartphones now, so it's a thing. Mr. 10 Years in the Joint has been super kind and says, I wish we had more people in the world, like the world would be a better place. Well, you know what, guys? Like I say, if we can just between us create that energy, and it's a two-way street, right? I jump on the stream and I try and do my best to bring the energy, but then you guys bring the energy, and then I bring the energy, and it's just like this positive. Have you heard of the expression like a vicious circle? Well, this is like a positive circle. Instead of like spiraling and being upset and frustrated and angry, I put out a little bit of positive energy. You show it back to me, and before we know it, the chat's popping off. There's like 1,000 comments in the chat, and everyone's just having a good time. So if you're here, if you're vibing along with me, if you're spreading positivity, I appreciate you and thank you for joining this stream. Glad you found it. All right, back to the comments. Lily Adams says favorite band. So if I had to pick one favorite band of all time, it would be the Beatles. Like, I listen back to it and I can just hear, as well as the awesome music, I just see how much it's influenced today's pop music, and I love that. So the Beatles would be my one choice. Busy Larky says hi from Pakistan. What's up to you, Busy Larky? Like I've said before, I love seeing where people are from. If you're watching the stream right now, jump in the chat, say hey, and say where you're from, because it's super fun to read out. So Busy Larky, hello from England. I'm sending good vibes all the way back to you. Withered Boy's back in the chat. What's up, Withered Boy? Good to see you. Lily Adams' favourite band is BTS. Fair, fair. And as always, thank you so much to the moderators who are doing a great job of welcoming new people to the chat and also just giving them some info. I'm doing my very best to read every single comment out, but you guys are doing such a cool job of popping the chat off. I can't read every comment out like I used to, which is not a bad problem to have, but if I don't reply to you straight away, please don't think that I'm ignoring you. I'm just getting through all the messages. And speaking of messages, the chat is saying, Lena Simpson is here, and she says, oh, what's up, Lena Simpson? How are you doing tonight? And thank you, Chirping Homestead, for sharing. That's what's up. Hey, I'm from Germany. Well, not guten Abend, that's good afternoon, right? And guten Nacht is good night, and it's not bedtime just yet. But Chirping Homestead, thank you so much for joining the stream, and hello to you from England. Ah, awesome. And Lena Simpson says, hello, I'm from South Africa. Thank you so much for sharing, Lena. I love hearing where people are from. It's one of my favorite parts of streaming. And as I say, knowing that people are watching from India, Pakistan, South Africa, Canada, places in Europe, super fun for me to know. And actually, when people have said to me before, why did you start streaming? I started streaming just to see what it was like. But the reason I kept streaming was because it's so fun for me to know that I'm connecting in real time with you guys. Like, I'm here in the north of England. You're probably watching from hundreds or maybe thousands of miles away. And yet here we are connected and in real time. And I think that's pretty fun. Just hope you get a big fan base for your positivity. Thank you so much, Lily. I really appreciate, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everybody who takes the time to drop a comment in the chat, to say hey, to the stream, or subscribe to myself, because I'm streaming 5 days of the week at the moment. Sunday to Thursday UK time. So if you like good energy, positive vibes, and just chilling on stream and meeting new people, this is the place for you. So hit the subscribe button. But in any case, Lily, I really appreciate your kind words. And Lily says, I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Big love for that. Amelia says, hi, Edward. Sorry I left so randomly earlier. No worries, Amelia. Sometimes people drop off. They've got to go have their tea. They've got to go hang out with the family. They've got to go to work. They've got to go to sleep.
we can't always be on the stream, but when you are here, I appreciate it, and thanks for saying Ifti Kwalam, with no other context, no hello, no good evening, no how are you doing today, just says, say bottle of water. Whenever anyone asks me that question that I know wanted me to say, they're wanting me to say bottle of water, like a British person would, bottle of water. But I always find it funny because to my ears, when Americans say an American says it, it's always more like, hey, can I get a bottle of water? So I always think it's funny when people ask because don't forget, guys, I'm from the country which created English. So when people say to me like, "Oh, the way you say bottle of water is funny to me," I always find that's interesting. And I was right underneath it. Does not miss again says another bottle of water stereotype. Neptune the Wanderer is here as well and says, "Yo, I'm in Scotland. What's up to you? How are you doing, Neptune from Scotland? Thank you for sharing." Don't know if you heard me say before, but asked me what my favourite country was, and I said I'm probably biased because I'm an Englishman, and England is always a massive place in my heart. But I also love Scotland, beautiful, amazing country. So thanks for sharing, Neptune, and it's good to have you here in the stream with us. All right, we're catching up with the comments. Blaj's favourite word is palindrome. Interesting. And Ruth actually was the one that asked that question. So if you're just tuning in, Ruth, one of the chat members, asked, "Guys, what's your favourite word?" So if you're watching and you have a favourite word, I want to hear it. Put it in the comments. Rosa Rafim. Oh, I think that's how you say see how you say your name. Erosa Rafim says, "Hello. What's up to you, Erosa? Or is that Rose? Eros Rafim. In any case, you know who you are, and I'm saying hello." Lemon the Tough says hello. What's up to you, Lemon the Tough? Good to see you in the chat. And Ruth says, my favourite words are Aitwara, means that feeling when you walk away when you walk in nature and it let it blow all buzz away. It's Dutch. I like saudade too from Portuguese Spanish. Interesting. Thank you, Ruth. Thanks for sharing. Genuinely, this is what I like about the chat because people share all sorts of random stuff with me, like what they're into, favourite words, places they've been, languages they know. So that's cool. Thanks for sharing. Smokey's Choice says, it's a shame England wasn't built by the English. Smokey's Choice, let's keep the vibes going positive tonight. We're not getting into the geo-history vibes. We're keeping the positive vibes. We're keeping the, I'm from this, you're from that place. I like this about where you're from. Oh, you like something about where I'm from as well. And Ifti Kuralam says, I like your hair. I reckon I wouldn't be able to get to such length being in corporate here in India. I will thank you for sharing. And it's interesting that you say that about hair in India because I've heard this thing, right, that in India, I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman, I can't tell, so apologies if you're a man or a woman and you're getting offended because I don't know. But I've heard in India from Indian people that, like, let's say you're a guy and you're going bald, like, they would rather have, like, a wig than, like, to go bald. It seems almost like a shameful thing to India. Whereas in, like, in Europe, it's a really common thing, especially for white guys to go bald, so there's no shame behind it. But in any case, thank you for the compliments about my hair. I appreciate that. And Eros Rafim says, Washington State. Thank you for sharing. Super cool. You are the first person that I know of that's commented from Washington State. We've had people from California, people from NYC. Well, not NYC, from New York, but never Washington State. So thank you for sharing. That's one of the states I've never been to, but maybe one day I'd like to go. What else have we got in here? Lily Adams says, you love strawberries, don't you, I reckon? Well, Lily is talking about my banner on my profile, and yes, I do love strawberries. They're possibly my favorite fruit. And you might be watching that thinking now, strawberries, they're good, but they're your favourite. But honestly, for me, it conjures up memories of my childhood. In the UK, we have things like the pick your own fruit, where you can literally just like pay a fee and you walk up and down like fruit fields and you just literally pick the fruit off the trees or off the bushes. And English strawberries grown in the sunshine when it's been a good year, like, oh, incredible. So yes, I do love strawberries. Let's see what else the comments is saying. Okay, and Osarathim, Osarathim, Erosarathim. Okay, Erosarathim. I'll very best, Erosa. So if I get your name wrong again, I do apologize. Erosara, Erosarathim. I'll call you. Would you mind if would you prefer me to call you Aerosara or Aero for short? Let me know if there's a short version I can use. Or if you want the full version, I'll keep doing my best. And Blige just set me straight. Iro Seraphim. Oh, okay. It's just me that's an nincompoop. I'm trying, guys. I really am. Let me catch up with the comments about it real quick. Rika is giving an update on the likes. It says 3 to 4. Yes, keep up the likes. Please, everybody. We're trying to hit 40 likes. We've got about another 10 minutes on stream night. So if we can smash past that 40 likes, that'd be super fun. And I've actually got 2 days coming up off from streaming. 2 days off for me, guys. It's my weekend coming up. So we'll be back on Sunday night. So if you want to join the fun, hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week right now. And we're going to do our best to keep that energy going strong. And Ifty says, yeah, it's like bottle of water type stereotype. Being bald is specifically, if you're beyond a certain age, it does create hurdles not only during marriage, but also create a confidence issue. Interesting. Thank you for the insight. I definitely think like the balding thing can create confidence issues for like men, wherever they are in the world. Like obviously for women as well, just from a man's point of view, can definitely create confidence issues. But interesting to hear that it can create hurdles actually in society in India. That's really interesting to know. All right, let me catch up because I've missed some comments because you guys are chatting up a storm, which I've. And Smokey's Choice says, Amla oil will sort your hair. Thank you for the tip. I've actually not heard of Amla oil. But meanwhile, the chat is saying, Amelia says, to everyone who is new to Edward's channel, it's about his vegan life. Hate comments will not be tolerated against mods. This live is for positivity and good vibes. Absolutely, Amelia. The live is all positivity and good vibes. And listen, guys, most people who watch me, they're not vegan. And don't worry, that's not what this is about. This is about hanging out, getting to know one another, chilling in the chat, creating some positive energy, and just basically chilling together. That's what the vibe is about. And if you're out there right now, if you're watching, if you're chilling along with me, hello to you. And if you want to say hey, jump in the chat. I would be very friendly, welcome you on stream. In fact, I'll tell you what, if you're watching right now, do me a favour and call my bluff. Jump in the chat and say hey for the first time and see if the chat welcomes you. If the chat doesn't welcome you, I will personally give you an apology. So that's my challenge to you, 17 people who are watching right now. Every one of you, jump in the chat, say hey, what's up? And if you don't get a personal shout out or personal greeting from somebody in the chat, I'm going to give you a short apology. But it's not going to happen. But call my bluff, see what happens. Lily says I'm at Los Angeles from LA. Nice, Lily. LA is a pretty iconic place. Thank you for sharing that. Who else is here? Brian says, hey, boss man, please rank all the Jurassic Park movies. Hint, there is only one right answer. Brian, I want you to give me a list of the Jurassic Park movies. We've also had another commenter. It's not you, I don't think, but there's somebody else who joins the stream. And he always like bigs up Jurassic Park. And it's strange because you're the second person in like 2 weeks. Hello to you, Master of Creativity. How are you doing? Brahui X, hello to you as well. Thank you, Blage, for proving my point. And a greeting from Blage. Hell yeah. That Aussie mountain biker is up in the chat. What's up to you, Aussie mountain biker? Nice to see you again. Obby Master's here as well. Hell yeah, guys. The vibe is absolutely killing it in here tonight. It's so nice to see regular people in the chat and loads of new friendly faces as well. Ifti Kuralam says, I like your energy, man. Hope you get your aim before inshallah. Hallelujah. Thank you so much for the positive vibes, Ifti. I really appreciate that. Anybody that takes the time out of their day to drop a little comment to say, hey, what's up, Edward? Or just like stream, or just generally be a nice, cool presence. You're much appreciated. I really do, really do appreciate it. And like I was saying before, guys, if you're dropping comments and I'm not reading them out like I used to, every single one, it's not because I don't care. It's not because I'm not trying to respond to you. It's just you guys are doing a killer job of popping the chat off. And sometimes I can't keep up. But if there's something you really want me to answer or a question you've really got, then put it in the chat and I'll try and get to it. Aussie Mountain Bike says, hey, Edward, you have 39 likes. Hell yeah, we just 40 likes. You know what, guys? I said before, if we can get to 40 likes, that'd be an amazing achievement. And we've done it together. It's been an absolutely awesome team effort. I've got about another 5 minutes of stream. I've got to drop off for the night. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not at work tomorrow. We can stream for another 10 minutes, guys. What do you reckon? Let's try and smash the 50 likes because the last few streams have been absolutely... If we can hit that 50 likes, that would be a super cool achievement. And you know what's funny? Just as that, it went down to 39 and then went back up to 40. So let's see what happens. Catching up with the chat real quick. I think I'm kind of there. Nat Bancroft says, hey, what's up? What's up to you, Natalie Bancroft? Nice to see you in the chat again. And a quick W to whoever just hit the like button. Guys, someone just hit the like button and took us to 42 likes. So you are a real one. Whoever just did that, you're a real one and I appreciate you. I appreciate every single person who's watching this live right now. My name's Edward, in case you didn't know, and I'm streaming from the UK. I'm in the north of England, and if you're watching for the first time, I would love to know where you're watching from. It's one of my favourite parts about streaming. And if you jump in the, or if you're afraid to jump in the chat, See what happens. I promise you'll be very welcome here. All right. Here 420 says I'm back, but he said that about 5 or 10 minutes ago, so who knows? Is here 420 still here? Lily says, honestly, I love oranges. Personally, they're the best fruit in LA. You know what? I bet the oranges are amazing in California. Like, when I think about fruit in California, that's what I think about. I think about olives. I think about oranges. They do grow olives in California, sure, though. But yeah, W California, W fresh fruit. And Eero says, Eero for short. Thank you so much, Eero. I really appreciate you allowing me to shorten your name like that. That really helps. And I also appreciate if you guys are watching and if you don't want to chat, throw up some emojis at the side. It makes it so fun to see like the heart streaming up or like the smiles laugh coming up at the side. I know Huntsman's really good at that, so W to Huntsman. And W to everybody who's just chilling on a vibe. Like every time we do the stream, guys, it's been getting a little bit busier, a little active. People from all over the world, the regulars are here, the new faces are here, and it's been fun. So shout out to everybody making this possible right now. If I'm talking and nobody's talking, it's just me wittering on. But when you guys are vibing in the stream with me, man, it's bringing really pumps up the energy. The Master of Creativity says, I'm from India. Thank you for sharing Master of Creativity. We are sending good vibes to you. And if the Adi98 says, hi mate, love from India. Well, Adi, I'm sending big love back to you all the way from England. And if you're still watching, it was nice to see you in the chat, Adi, and I hope you're still here. Oh my guys, oh my days, you guys are doing kill for me. I'm having to scroll right to the top of the chat and catch up. Aussie Mountain says, Huntsman, Edward should do a live stream. Aussie Mountain Biker, hell yeah, why not? Do your thing. Keep it going. Lily Adams says, K, Edward, got to go study. Bye. Nice seeing you live. It was nice having you here, Lily. Thanks for joining. And Daniel Bowie says, you're too positive. I'm sorry, Daniel. I'll start being all miserable and down in the dumps. And actually, Daniel, context, the reason why I'm so positive is because I struggle with depression. I struggle with low mood. And these streams are an opportunity for me to put out some positivity into the world and get my head in a good space. So if I'm too positive, I apologize. I apologize. Klopp Jurgen says, hey, Edward. What's up, Klopp Jurgen? Nice to see you. And Mr. Slalu says, hi. To you, Mr. Slalu. Andrea Conde says, you look like someone who would play the guitar. Well, you know what, chat? You know what? Here is my guitar. But don't ask me to play it, chat, because I can only play chords on my guitar. I can't play the guitar very well. And that's why I don't want to play for you on stream. But, like I was saying, when we start doing the desktop streams, every 10 likes, I'm going to do a little fanfare on the trumpet. What do you reckon? I think that would be quite fun, personally. Like, if I've got, like, the stream set up and every 10 likes, I do, like, a little... I think that could be pretty lit. And hell yeah, Aussie Mountain Biker, thanks so much. We are literally 4 likes away, guys, from 50 likes. I didn't think we could do it, but the chat's popping off. The vibes are super strong. If you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button, you know what to do. Smash the like button. We're going to hit 50 likes, guys. I can feel. Ruth says fanfare sounds fun. You know what? I was just thinking, Ruth, like I was thinking to myself, like, I want a little fun way to like get the trumpet involved, like a super intense like music recital. So I was thinking, like, yeah, every 10 likes will happen every like 2 seconds. So you're not gonna get bored of it, hopefully, hearing the fanfare. But it could just be like a fun little way to commemorate the every 10 likes. Elwira Bartling says, say this for donation. Elwira, unfortunately, I don't have donations at the moment because I've only got 320 subs and no super chats. And also, you're trying to get me to say something. I don't even get that. You know, the number that comes before, comes after 5 and the one before 8. What I'm talking about, guys. All right, let me get back to the comments because the chat is popping off and I'm struggling to keep up. And as always, guys, if you're just joining, please don't think I'm ignoring. The chat is going so hard tonight. I can't read every comment like I used to, but I'm doing my very best. So let's get to the bottom of these comments and see what it's saying. So Sarah is here, yay. He says, can you say hi, Sarah? And Bas Malakan, you say hi, Sarah, and Bas Malakan, you say hi, Sarah, and Bas Malakan. Well, Sarah, hello to you. Hello to Bas Malakan. I'm sending a big hello to you both. I probably mispronounced the second name, but what's up to you guys? Bob McBoogerface 4061 says, have you played much Minecraft? I've only played Minecraft once in my life in a coffee shop in Thailand for a couple of minutes. So no, I've got little to no experience with Minecraft. There's fun fact, I can switch languages instantly with the built-in Google Translate on my keyboard. Cool. Where are you from? What language is your first language, Obby Master? And Speed.mp3 says, where are you from? I am from England, Speedmaster, all the way from the north of England, which is where I'm streaming from right now. And if you want to share where you're from, I would hear it. We've got people literally on the stream from all over the world. We've got an Aussie here. We've got an Indonesian person here. We've got other Brits here. We've got people literally from all over the globe. So W to all the global viewers. And as I said before, guys, if you want to share where you're from, you know I want to hear. Rika says, today's been a great stream, Edward. You know what, Rika? I've really enjoyed tonight's stream. It's been really good. The only thing that can top this stream now is if we get 50 likes. And I know that with your guys' help, we can do it tonight. I saw 47 a minute ago, and now it's down to 46, but I feel like we can do it. It's going to be a team effort. All right, then. Catching up with comments. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You guys are honestly making it absolutely epic tonight, because when I have to work really hard to catch up to all the comments, it's super fun for me, because I'm like, yo, what have I missed? What have I missed? Aussie Manbecker says, come on, guys, 3 more likes. Let's go, everybody. If you're watching right now, we're nearly at 50 likes. We're nearly at the end of the stream, but we're nearly at 50 likes, and we can do it. I know we can. And if you're watching right now and you've not subscribed, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because I'm streaming 5 days of the week. It's a lot of fun. We've got loads of regulars in the chat right now, and every time I stream, it gets just a little bit more lively. The energy is just a little bit stronger. It's a lot of fun. Amelia says, I'm from Birmingham too. So we've got people from, and Ruth's bigging up Birmingham as well. So yeah, we've got people from Birmingham. I'm in the north of England. We've got people watching from Canada, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Australia. We've got all corners of the globe covered, guys. So as always, if you're watching for this time right now, I'd love to know where you're watching from. And if you've never commented in the chat before, here's my guarantee to you. Jump in the chat, say hi, and see what happens. I promise you, you'll be welcomed by some of the mods, and I'll do my best to give you a shout out as well. The chat's popping off, though. I might miss a comment, but you're going to be very welcome here. And Obi Master says, by the way, I'm from Philippines. Crazy, right? That's what I'm talking about. We've got people watching from all over the world. Thank you so much for sharing, Obi Master. I know very little about the Philippines. Interesting place, but never been. But I definitely want to see more of kind of South Asia, Southeast Asia. So thank you for sharing. It's nice to have you with us on the stream with us, and big up to you. Huntsman, yo, Edward, please scroll up. I'm going to do my best, Huntsman. I'm going to do my best. The chat's moving so quickly tonight. Huntsman, I'm trying to find your comment, mate. Maybe you might have to put it again, because I've scrolled up loads and I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Huntsman says, built-in fibers to help get better images, use Wi-Fi charging, even EQ modes. Oh, hang on, I've missed the first part of it. Huntsman is dropping facts. Okay, Huntsman is getting a telescope, a first ever telescope, and it's a smart telescope. Huntsman, if that's the wrong comment, drop the right so I can find it. Okay, Amelia, you asked this question ages ago and I've missed it. What's up to you, Sleepy Shino? If you're still here, hello to you. Amelia asked, Edward, does the stream be family friendly? Someone wants to ask a question. The stream is well accessible for all ages. Sometimes people will swear. Very occasionally I will swear. There's not much swearing. And we try and keep it as friendly and as open to all as possible. Hopefully that answers your question. You asked that a long time ago though, so Amelia, if you're still here, hopefully you heard that. All right, what's up? Let me catch up with this. Highest day says 3 moderators. We've got at least 3 moderators on the stream right now, and the mods are getting pretty large in number. Every time I jump on, people are like, "Yo, can I be?" And I love that people want to get involved, but we don't have too many mods, because if we've got too many mods, then it gets a bit busy in the chat and things go crazy. So as always, if you want to be a mod, coming back on the streams, and we're going to moderate. We're going to rotate the mods. Speed, not sure where you're from. Speed just says guess cow. Don't know what that means. But we're going to keep reading the comments, which are going crazy tonight. Melissa Howden, what's up to you? And by the way, if you are watching, we're trying to get to 50 likes. So if you're enjoying the stream, if you're vibing along with me, hit the button. Let's smash the 50 likes, guys. I know we can do it. And Blash says, who unliked? Thumbs down. That's what I'm saying. Who did unlike? Words will be had. And Ace is from the Netherlands. Hell yeah. What's up to you, Highest Ace? Thanks for sharing. What else is in this chat right now? Let me catch up. Eero says, have a good stream, Edward. Thank you so much, Eero. It was really nice to have you on the stream with us. I think it was your first time here, and hopefully we'll see you again. You brought some really nice energy, so big up to you. Chicken Nugget says, hi, bro. What's up, Chicken Nuggets? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. And Ruth says, originally from Manchester. Manchester 2, Market Girl. What's up to you, Ruth? I know you said before, I think actually you said earlier in the conversation, didn't you, that you're from Manchester originally? So hell yeah. And Contenter says, I'm from India, dude. Well, hello to you, Contenter. I'm from England and I'm sending a big hello to you, thousands of miles away in India. What's up to you? And thank you for sharing. If you're just joining the chat, I've said it a million times before and I will say it a million times again. I love hearing where people are from. It's one of my favourite parts of streaming. People jumping in the chat being like, yo, I'm from India. Hey, what's up? I'm from Canada. Hey, I'm in Pakistan. Like, I love the idea that right now I'm in little old England. It's quarter to 10 on an evening, and you're watching me. Maybe you're in England too, or maybe you're thousands of miles away. But here we are, chilling real time. So I love that. And if you're getting busy in the chat and saying, hey, big up to you as well. Speaking of which, Nevan Sharma says, what's up? What's up to Nevan? Edward Mulhall says, hi, mister. Well, hello to you, fellow Edward. How are you doing? I think you're possibly the first other Edward I've seen in the comments. So hello, Edward. Janice says, do you like K-pop? You know what? I like some K-pop, yeah. We've had quite a few song requests that have come through in the chat in recent streams, and there's been a lot of K-pop requested. Lindsay is back in the chat as well. Yeah, Lindsay, good to see you. And Npol and Gamer says, yo, how are you? Well, Npol, if you're still watching, I'm doing well, thank you. It's been an epic stream, 104 minutes already. 147 likes, guys, and I really want to hit 50 likes. So if you're out there chilling along with me, hit the like button. And if you know what, if you like good vibes, positive stream, that's what this is all about. We're watching from all over the world. I'm streaming 5 days of the week at the moment. We've literally got people watching from all over. I'm not exaggerating. We've got one of our mods is from Indonesia. Somebody else is in the UK like myself. We've got people watching from Canada, India, South Africa. It's been a great stream, guys. So big up to you all. You're making me pumped up for streaming. I've been at work all day today, but here I am chilling with you guys, and it's been a lot of fun so far. Enjoyed the stream. Hit subscribe because we're going to be back on Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time. And huge W to whoever just hit the like button. We're on 49 likes, guys, and I've got a good feeling we're going to smash that 50 likes anytime now. So W to everybody showing support, jumping in the chat. Everyone just hit the like button. So hell yeah, 50 likes. Let's flipping go. I'm vibing, everybody. It's a lot of fun already. Like I was saying, if you're new here, my promise to you is that if you jump in the chat and say, yo, somebody's going to greet you. The chat's pop off, so I'm not answering absolutely every single message, but I guarantee you our awesome mods will welcome you chat. So if you're new here, if you're watching, you're thinking, oh, I don't normally comment, I'm not sure whether I should say hey in the comments, see what happens. You'll be very, very welcomed. Shelley Harper says, hello, lad. Happy Easter to you. Enjoy your night. Good lad. God, Shelley, I'm sending huge hugs to you because every time you jump in the chat, it's always a friendly, supportive comment. And I really appreciate that. I legitimately appreciate anybody who takes the time out of the day to share a little bit of positivity with me, that took the time to write out a kind word. Massively appreciated. So, Shelley, you take the W and I hope you have a great night as well. Who else is in this chat? What have I missed? I've missed loads because the chat's going crazy tonight. Depression Talk. What's the channel about, buddy? Well, Depression Talk, the theme of the conversation and the lives that I do, it's all about good vibes, positive energy. We all go through stuff. We all have difficult times. We all struggle with various things. I was just telling the chat before, I struggle with mental health, with depression. And someone said to me, yo, Edward, how are you so positive? The truth is, guys, is that I have a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of down periods, a lot of low moods. And when I stream like this is my opportunity to spread a little bit of positive energy. And you guys always show that back to me, and it helps a lot. And I feel like instead of a negative cycle, it's like a positive cycle. So that's what the channel is about. I started making videos about plant-based food, and that's one of my big loves as well. But instead of being like a vegan YouTuber, I want to be just like a content creator that shares the vibe with you guys and takes you on a journey. And if you're here vibing and hanging out and commenting in the chat and hitting like on the stream as well, you're very much appreciated. I appreciate you being here. And let's flip and go. It's been a great stream so far. And also as well, if you're joining for the first time, I try my best to read out every single comment, but the chat is so lit tonight, I can't literally keep up with every single comment. So if you put a comment and I miss it, I apologise. I'm not ignoring you. Depression Talk says, sounds good. As you can guess, my channel is about coping with depression and anxiety. Well, Depression Talk, that's awesome to hear, and genuinely, that's a really important topic to talk about. And WU for broaching a difficult subject. So if you're watching, guys, check out Depression Talk's channel. He's or she is here in the chat with us right now. And Blage says, let's get Edward to 50 likes, guys. Double tap the screen. Thank you, Blage. We have smashed 50 likes. In fact, I'm so behind on the comments that we between us have smashed 50 likes, which is incredible. I think the record I've ever had on a stream was like 55. So if we can get past 55 tonight, guys, that'll be off the chain. I've got 10 more minutes of streaming because my phone is dying and I'm getting tired. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm getting tired. I've been at work all today and I also need the toilet. So let's see if we can smash 50 likes between us, see what happens. Ahmad says, okay, goodbye. I'm going to sleep. I'll be back on Sunday. Ahmad, we will look forward to hanging out with you then. Always nice to see you on the stream. Have a good night's sleep. See you on Sunday, hopefully. What else is in here? People are vibing in the chat, which I love to see. Thank you so much. It's lovely, lovely. Oh, Ruth is going. Where's Ruth going? Says, thanks, guys. I might have to go in too. Well, thanks, Edward. Keep being kind. Ruth, genuinely, you've been an absolute angel in the chat tonight. First time I've seen you, and you've been nothing but positive, kind, and supportive. So thank you so much. I'm sending a W your way, Ruth. And yeah, look forward to seeing you on another stream soon. What else have we got in here? I feel like I've missed some comments. I Love Yunche says they were. I Love Yunche. I hope you're not crying. If there's anything we can do, please do let us know. And Jacob says, since your stream gets more viewers than when the stream ends, you can ending and then before you end the stream return. That's a good idea. That is a good idea, Jacob. And for real, I need to nip for a quick toilet stop. So, do you reckon, chat? There's 20 people chatting right now in the chat. I've got to go take a comfort break. When I get back, how many people are going to be chatting in the chat? I know the mods are going to hold it down, but who's going to be here in 20 seconds when I come back? I'm counting on you, chat. There's 20 people right now. There's 15 people right now. Who's going to be here when we get back? Let's see. And also as well, you're going to have to humour me because I'm going to have to mute the music because last time I went to the toilet and I left the tunes on in the background, I got a copyright strike. So please, chat, keep chatting. I'm going to leave you with a visual. I'll be right back. So do me proud. I'm coming right back. All right, I'm coming, chat. Chat, are you still there? Who's chatting in the chat? 9 people locked in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. The regulars are here. The OGs are here. What's the chat been saying while I went away? Okay. Amelia's here. All right, I'm trying to catch up. Lindsay says, when did you start streaming? I started streaming 6 weeks ago, and it's been super fun. But the chat is going so crazy tonight. It's difficult to keep up with all the comments. So I appreciate you bearing with me. Appreciate you hanging out with me. We're at 54 likes, which is awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what, guys? My aim for the night was like, let's see if we can do 30. And with your help, we've smashed up all the way to 54, which is incredible. If we can get to 55 or 56 likes, that'd be super cool. 9:53, what do you reckon, guys? In 7 minutes, if we're 55 or 56 likes, that would be epic. If you're just joining for the first time, hello to you. My name is Edward. We're streaming streaming live from the north of England. And if you've never jumped in the chat before, make sure you say hello because you're very welcome here. Bandana Banana for Life says subbed. That's what's up. Thank you so much, Bandana Banana for Life. That's a difficult username to say. Really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time as well. I know that you subbed. I really appreciate that. You're a real one. And it's good to have you here. All right, guys. And Depression Talk says, wait till you get 100/200 people chatting, mate. That's madness. Yeah, I can believe it. Depression Talk, I can believe it. Yeah, I'm at that point now where I'm having to skip comments, which I don't like because I feel like the reason why people enjoyed the streams initially was because I'd always take the time to read every single comment because I want to like hear what you guys are saying. I want to engage with you and I want you to feel heard and listened to. But it definitely is difficult the more people that watch. And Bandana Banana for Life says, call me Banana for short, mate. Banana, I will do so. Thank you for giving me a shorter name to say because it gets difficult. And Depression Talk says, subbed also. Thank you very much, Duck. I will appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And I'm clicking on your username and I I can't sub back immediately. I'm gonna go check out the people that sub to me after this, and I'm gonna give you a sub as well. So thank you, Depression Talk. It's been nice to connect with you. Jacob says 337 subs. Thank you so much for the sub update, Jacob. That's good to know. And Hunter says, Edward, I recommend turning on slow mode. Guys, get Edward to read Huntsman's texts, previous comments. Edward needs to read Huntsman's previous comments. I'm going to scroll up Huntsman. Okay, here we go. Thank you for being patient with me, Huntsman. I bet you're bearing with. You know what it's like with the chat now. Huntsman says, Yo, Edward, if I become an astronomer, I will not only have the job and be a part of the Royal Astronomical Society. No, hang on, let me go back. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me, Huntsman. I know I've missed it a few times. And Huntsman says, Yo, Edward, if I become an astronomer, I will not only have the job, I will also be part of the Royal Astronomical Society. Hell yeah. That is super cool. Is that your dream then, Huntsman, to be an astronomer? Or to be an astronaut? No, an astronomer you say, not an astronaut. Alright, I think we're nearly caught up with the chat, chat. We're doing well. And I love to see... Oh, sorry, everybody. I love to see people chatting in the chat. It's so nice when people are like... Jazz is like, yo, Blage, and like Blage is showing love to people, and Jacob's hanging out and chatting. Awesome. You guys are doing me proud. And you know what? I think we've nearly caught up with the chat, everybody. Depression Talk says, how long with depression anxiety? A long time. Probably like... Definitely over 10 years. Probably like 15 years, something like that. Bezakur says, you like a Phineas. Okay. Well, fair enough. The Aussie mountain biker says, can everyone please sub to me? My goal is 100 subs. I'm at 50. He says, he or she says, I'm at 58. So guys, if you watch go show the Aussie mountain biker some love, drop a follow on their channel, subscribe. And why not? What else is on this chat? And by the way, guys, we just hit 55 likes on this stream, which I'm super, super grateful. It's been an epic stream. It's been an epic, epic stream. We've nearly done 2 hours, guys. And it's been an incredible stream. This is probably the longest stream I've ever done. So W to everyone who's been rocking. I know some people like Huntsman and Blage and other people. Maybe not Blage because he was here 1 minute late. Not late, but 1 minute after we started. But Huntsman's been here since the very beginning of the stream. So nearly 2 hours continuously on the stream. I know there's been other people as well who've been chilling in the background. And other people have been here for most of the stream. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. It's been fun having you here. We've got 4 minutes left of streaming. I'm going to get to 120 minutes, which is 2 hours of streaming. And then we're going to chill from that. We're going to leave it there. But we're going to be back on Sunday at 8 p.m. UK time. So if you've not subscribed already, hit subscribe because we're back. And someone just hit the like button, taking us to 56 likes, which is possibly the most I've ever on a stream. So huge love and thanks to everybody that's been supporting me. Huntsman, Blage, Jacob, Jazz, literally everybody. I'm running out of people, running out of work because there's so many people who've been helping me out and backing me up in the comments. And particularly, I want to give a special shout out to the mods, as I say, who, when people have been joining the room, they've been welcoming people to the space. And honestly, guys, that means a lot. It means a lot for me as a tiny little streamer to have people who've got my back. And when other people join the chat and they're chopping off and I can't respond to every question, I've got people like Huntsman and Blage and others that are welcoming people in. That means a great deal. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of the mods in particular tonight. Anastasia is the duck says, Ed, it's 2:30 a.m. Should I sleep? Yes, Anastasia is the duck. You should sleep. You should indeed. Banana says, Edward, are you going to check out Depression Talks live tomorrow morning at 10? Is it 10 U time? Because if so, I will do my very best. If it's 10 another time, then I might struggle. But yeah, if it's 10 a.m. UK time, I'll do my very best. Saura says, hello, Eddie. I actually go by Edward, but hello to you, Saura. British Defence League says, depression is a good lad. Yeah, it seems like other people are familiar with Depression Talks. So yeah, shout out to Depression Talks. Anyone that's talking about mental health, depression, and how that affects people is a positive influence in my opinion. So big up to you. George Sinclair and a few other people have been asking what happens on this channel. So guys, this channel is all about good vibes, hanging out on stream, connecting with them all over the world. I know the mods have already answered that for me, which I really appreciate. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the stream, everybody. Hanging out, connecting, literally just chilling. We've got people watching from all different countries. And the whole thing is about life is difficult. We all have stuff that we do. But when we're together on stream, it's a positive little space where we can all just vibe, share things that we want to share. We've got people that share random facts for the day, which is super cool. And we've also got mental health advocates in the comments like Depression Talk. So big up to you and big up everybody else who's just vibing along. What have I missed here? British Defence League says, hello, what's this channel about? British Defence League, I just answered that, but hello to you. And can I just say, guys, we hit 57 likes, which is the most, without a doubt, that I've ever had on a stream. I think the previous record was like 54 or something. So with your help, we've smashed that tonight. It's been an epic, epic stream. And actually, I'm going to read some more comments, and we're going to wind this down because we've been live for nearly 2 hours, guys, and my phone is dying. But it's been a lot of fun. Okay, cool. We'll catch up with the comments. We're doing well. And no way, we've got another Edward in the who says, Edward Dickinson says, I subbed. Edward Dickinson, thank you so much. You are the second Ed I've seen in the comments tonight, which means you're the third Edward I've seen all time in my comments. So we've had 2 other Edwards here. So W to all the Edwards out there. And thank you for subscribing as well. I really, really appreciate that. Carmania Vlog, hello, how are you? Carmania, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. It's nice to see you here. HG Play says, hi, how are you? I am doing very well, thank you. How are you doing, HG Play? Nice to see you here. And Rye Plays Roblox says, my name's Edward. I don't know, your username's not Edward, but I could believe you. Multiple Edwards, that's crazy, because actually, you know what, as well, I met another Edward today as well. He came into the place where I work, and Edward's like, it's a traditional English name, but it's not like a super common name. But here we are, multiple Edwards in this, so hell yeah. Oh, and Obby Master says, guess who stuck around from 4:03 to 5:01 a.m. Obby Master, I'm going to guess that's you. Is that what time it is in the Philippines right now? 5:01. Crazy. But in any case, appreciate it. It's super nice to have you here, and thanks for sharing that you're from the Philippines as well. I think you're the first Filipino or first Philippines-based person I've seen in the chat, so W to you. Rika says, highest count so far, Edward. And yes, Rika, partially due to you being super helpful and supportive, keeping people motivated in the chat. So for everyone who does that has my back in the chat, it means a great deal. I couldn't do it without you guys. Like, honestly, I'm here chatting, I'm reading the comments. But if I didn't have you guys having my back, answering the commonly asked questions, asking people, answering other people's questions, I've been giving me updates, like counts, I couldn't do it without you. So what I'm saying is everyone that's watching, W to you guys. And we're at 58 likes. We're over 121 minutes, but what do you reckon, guys? Do we get to 60 likes and then we call it a day? What do you reckon? Okay, Ryder's name is not actually Edward, it's Ryder, but that's all right, Ryder. All right, we'll catch up with the comments when we're done, chat. We're nearly there, and we've gone down 58 to 57 likes. You know what's really bad? It's gone up again. Sometimes I say that, right? I'll be like, yo, guys, can we get to like 50 likes? We're on 48 likes, and then it'll go down to 47 likes. But right now, we're chilling, we're vibing, we're 58 likes, and I feel like between us, we can hit 60 likes. But in any case, if you're watching for the first time, be sure to say hello in the chat because you'll be very welcome here, and there's loads of lovely mods and other regulars that will make you feel very well. Oh, guys, this has been a super active chat, and I love to see it. Poonam says, hi, what's up to you, Poonam? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. And Jasmine Silver Bangles is here as well. Breakup says, it's Gog. Hi, Gog. Is that a reference to Peep Show? Is that a reference to Peep Show? Let me know if that's a reference to Peep Show. But if that's what you're saying, I hope I don't look like Gog. What else have we got in here? 60 likes. You guys have me 60 likes. I'm seeing 59, but maybe you're ahead of me, chat. That's awesome. Breaking Rob says, yes, Peep Show. Love Peep Show. Don't love the fact that I look like Gog. So, Breaking Rob, I'll be crying internally while I read the rest of the comments. And by the way, if you're watching now, huge love to you. We just hit apparently 60 likes. I can only see 60 likes, but it's been a lot of fun. This has been one of the most epic chats I've ever done before. And every time we do these stream, guys, the energy gets a little bit higher, a little bit stronger. And the chat has been absolutely popping off tonight. Like I said before, people love the fact that I try and read every single comment. But at the moment, it's just not possible. You guys are keeping the chat so active, which I love. miss your comment. If I don't reply to you, please don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just because the chat's going crazy. What else have we got in here? David Athen says, keep making great content. David, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Anybody that takes the time out of their day to share a little positive message like that, I'm so grateful to you because it means a lot, seriously, for real. Every single like, every single positive comment, anybody taking the time to spread some good energy my way, it's deeply appreciated. So thank you, David, and it's nice to see you in the chat this night as well. Guys, we've hit 60 likes, and I feel like it's been an absolutely lit stream. I'm going to read some more comments, and then we're going to potentially wind this down because longest stream of all time, best engagement of all time. It's been super fun, but my throat is getting sore, and my phone is also getting low on battery. But let's read some more comments. Fox's official channel says, I'm from Norway and new here. Well, thank you so much for sharing. If you are new here, you won't have heard me say before that I love hearing where people are from. It's one of my absolute favourite parts about streaming, and I love knowing the fact that people watch from all over the world. One of our moderators is watching all the way from Indonesia. I think it's about 4 in the morning where they are. But we've got people that tune in literally from America, Canada, places in Africa, places all across Asia. But I think you're possibly the first person from Norway, so Fox's official channel. Up to yourself, it's nice to have you here. Aussie Mountain Biker says, bye Edward, I have to go. Love this stream. Have a good night. Aussie Mountain Biker, it was lovely to have you here as well. As always, you hopped in the chat. You got the energy going strong and short but sweet. And I know your day is just starting in Australia, so have a good day over there. Six Eyes says, hi, what's up to you, Six Eyes? You know what, guys? I think we are nearly caught up with the chat. And we're at 125 minutes. And Six Eyes, what's good is that we're actually ending the stream here because it's been such an epic stream. It's been crazy long. It's been crazy fun. We smashed like counts between us. The mods did an incredible job tonight. Thank you so much. If you were on the stream last night, you know we had, for the first time ever, a slightly rocky stream because although the energy was great, we had one moderator who was going crazy. He was timing people out, and that's not what space is about. I'm not here for aggressive timeouts. I'm here for chilling, spreading good vibes, having fun with you, having fun with everybody. But tonight has more than made up for it. It's been an epic stream. Malibogo says, I liked your video. Thank you so much, Malibogo. I really appreciate every single bit of positive action. It means a lot. It really does. And I don't think I've seen you here before, so thanks for joining the stream. And if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe because I'll be back on Sunday night. All right, guys. Last few comments. Huntsman is going, so let me catch up with Huntsman's comment. Thank you, Blage, for bringing that attention. Huntsman, if you're still there, he says, yo, Edward, to control chat next stream, turn on slow mode. Anyway, I got to go. See you guys. I love stream. Tell the mods and regulars and new people they have a blessed day tonight. WWW. Astronomer, moderator, Huntsman, out. Huntsman, if you're still watching, you're a real one, my dog. You've been an absolutely incredible mod tonight. You've been on fire. Literally on fire. I'm pumped up. Guys, my voice is getting sore. My battery is running out. But I'm legitimately, inside, I'm pumped up because this has been the best yet. It's been the best stream yet, and I appreciate you all joining me. So with that being said, guys, if you're watching right now and you've got any final thoughts, put them in the chat because we're ending this stream. We're going to be back Sunday night at 8 p.m. UK time. Hit subscribe because that's when we're coming back and your notification. But until then, put your goodbye messages in the chat, and I'm going to read as many as possible before we wrap the stream up. So with that being said, music enjoy. Lovely to see you. Ileana commented on my new short. Well, Ileana, thank you for the support. I will check that now. Anne Crow says, say hi to Chloe. Well, Anne Crow, don't forget to say please. Huntsman is bouncing. We'll see you next time. And you know what? I think this is a good time to wrap this up. So, as always, huge love to the mods. Everybody that turned up tonight. Blage, Huntsman, Jacob, Chris O'Reilly, Here 420. Six Eyes is here for the first time. And everybody else who have not mentioned, Depression Talk as well. If you're still, thank you for jumping in the chat. It's been a lot of fun. And guys, I'm going to be back Sunday night, 8 p.m. UK time. So if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Jazz, thank you as always for being here. Blage says, thank you for the team, Edward. I think that means the stream. Blage, my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Here 420 says, yeah, I got a shout out. Hell yeah, you did. And Music Enjoy says, great stream. And you know what? On that note, I'm going to end the stream. Huge love to you all, guys. I'm going to be just after I say goodbye to I Love Prawn Cocktail. I Love Prawn Cocktail, we're going to be back Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time. It was nice to see you. And Rika, you say great stream tonight, Edward. Thank you so much, Rika, because as always, you really helped. You helped bring the energy and you're on track with the like count. So, Rika, thank you so much. Everybody who's watching, epic stream. W to everybody who watched the stream, and we'll see you 8 p.m. UK time on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you on Sunday.